10 ml no
10 ml no 2
ediafra na one
no
oh okay
yeah
okay and you know just I want to best and to attend and na ho atowana
oh they be it depends once yare no you yare ahoro na yare bia so no you stage a edru
okay
and na be determine how longer obefa edru no yes but assurance na say we try with one bottle.
Okay.
We'll try with one bottle. Well, you start seeing changes.
Okay.
There'll be improvement. Into no be an cancer say be say an assisi be 2 bottles and I'll be fan for say 1 year and so they be. We start with a bottle.
Okay.
Yeah. Into we start with a bottle. I will be home changes. Na yatwaso if you.
Okay. Me who say enya Ghana nko South African so kra no my register wo ho.
Yeah. Into you registered do no South Africa and Sierra Leone. Okay. Yeah, at the moment since ye juma or Nigeria say you be registered do so
okay.
Yes, into all these countries in so my own test so in terms of safety and because 74 everywhere we go they do tests.
Okay.
Into yeah test and now you say a safe effective and so yeah.
Okay. Abusiafo boost your immune system. Nenya hoden. Ya dey how hospital bebele no doso. Pe 74 T74 for short. T74 tire to honomo. Na pharmacy, drugstore, herbal shop be bia wo bia no. Ya dey do do kro wo no. T74 kwana ko pebito. Dog se be bia to no bia bi wo ho.
Oh bia obekọ bia obenye.
Okay, enti ma kire Ghana for hefa no atufuo no obi pedudu atu a.
Yeah, enti wo call kind she drug lane. Wo call drug lane na obenye bi wo ho Randy Pharmacy wo Medina obenye bi wo ho Circle Hanso Bebrina so eton 2074 no na say so the most herbal shops and so call obenya 2074 minim baby a wotie misisi but baby obi a wotimi rush call pharmacy no akwa akobisa say T74 and say 2074 ebi wo ho ana yeah na me de me nam ye nam so betu dwa yes obi wo ensem bi opese obi sa na say baby wo okoye no wenye bia
mama mo bo numbers ne ma wo enti ubetimi afre edu papa nie edro we wo no se de wunum nsuo me kura man fan friends o ba me no se de mi num nsuo so ho enti se de ho akwankyere sitie no wo bobo modea na wa frɛ 0246 073798 0246
34
me pese okay 0246 073498 and your first one 0246 073498
yes.
Other line also 0501 62 8931 0501 62 8931 baby a tone will be abenya biato enkora no mbi
say o baby less than 12 years this all free
okay
mom na fan 20 mils no
okay
yeah but any other from 12 years upwards the obefa 20 mils no but or less than 12 years mpaucho and fan man free would direct you those are what be man ansana
okay enti Ghana baby a tone will be a missing numbers ni su biem 0246 073498 0246 073498 and now says 0501 628931 naturally say Tontina 74
Accra FM
dog ne kra no
ne krakra me chese entwem ma yare bi embebo ana emfa wo ento ho ansa na wakọ pe edru pa no echiru kwan baby obi timi akọ drug store ana say pharmacy bi akọ pe 2074 yeah it's for general well-being. Don't be sick before you get 2074 it's pebi nanom na fine.
That's papa Citizen Show ebusuafo enti efri sanme yakopim say no nsia bebo ya ye be sorry so na akankase ebo no abrawo no ene ye nsom on my Ghana's #1 CTV ye demu live Ghana's #1 television station CTV awie ye demu life ya wo hwe ye oh dog nyame shira wa mama 2 emi shira wo pa ba me ma tu ba kwa nti next year you shira wo me ma me papa ti bre me 222 na fa ko me da se eti CTV live and citizen show ye demu na ye som Ghana fo.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow it. No, so you go there.
The elephant is away the same old, which away.
Let's come back. Come back.
So you to follow.
Honorable members, I'm sure the first thing you have realized is that I've restored the title Honorable. The day I read my former communication to you and proceeded to suspend the 4 members, I never used the term honorable.
Agent Baduma Darumenti, yes, streaming live our Facebook, yeah, demo live our CTV so.
Fast-track the full operationalization of the Pan-African Payment and Settlement System to facilitate the payment for goods and services across our continent. If we commit to these actions, we can unlock a $3.4 trillion market, creating jobs and prosperity for millions of Africans across this continent. We must move beyond being exporters of raw material to become producers of finished goods, whether it is cocoa in Ghana, oil in Nigeria, copper in Zambia, or diamonds in Botswana. We must process and add value to our natural resources. By so doing, we'll not only increase our share of global trade, but also create sustainable jobs for our people, especially our young people. We must indigenize ownership of our natural resources. There's capital and technology available to us today to increase our participation in the exploitation of our natural resources.
Only Dr. Stephen Opuni, Man Stivo. Partner or somewhere de Maya because ya brepa. Hey, boss KKD. Ama said if you had your hair shrine pow. Would you have much as a building? A member tintum tiny in quote. Friday crown a betty a wash a hill. They say Friday crown a betty a hill. Well, do not so sour. And one is anchor for you to suit to no one tie. Because he was here, we are Berman one says it, I'm tired, don't come here. Oh, you are banning with dresses, so I have quite young groom you. And if you hire for pa, baby, I would team in Cabiano. Who bet me a Johnny or Facebook, Accra 100.5 FM. Who bet me swag I was CTV so. Pinana ekosu Ghana ha eniema bebrena na esisi President John Dramani Mahama ministers nankasa wayi wo munyina awie substantive ministers no wayi wo mawie sese no aka deputies ene ye hwe kwan ena yenim sese de odi kan hye boninti no enye ministry bia ene benya deputy minister so far no ministers ni nyina da on say wakeka bia bom wa meji bi akeka bia bom ena wasan so ateso enti ministries ya 2017 ye 120 ministers ni deputies no this time around eniama sesa wateso e de aba form deputies regional ministers and then other ministers no ni nyina ye 60 ministers na nkasa no wayi wo mawie all the 16 regions wayi wo mawie omo vetting no afenso no other ministries nso no sector ministers wayi wo mawie eje se aka deputies no ya enwo ba beye na wo hwe figa na aba na je se ministries bebre ho no se de meka no enya de a wo mo ebenya deputies chief executive officers ni CEOs no wo gusu a wo yi ni bebre esansa that sector ne de e wo say ya no yi enra so obi ka chem say Dr. Tony Obi o ontwen na ni position de minerals commission da ho no mo twen no e si de okonkon ho osensen ho ya so osensen ho kwa ne nan ba ku gina bonten era ba ku so gina gate na no enche kwa ne nan ba ku na aka no obepia ko ama kire say Dr. Tony Obi minerals commission akwa akofa eti sese no adwuma no sorry ya wiase enra ministers ya approve wo mo parliament approve wo mo no swearing in ebekoso ewa bankesie mu na adwuma no wo mo afri ase na adwuma no o mo afri ase gidigidi ya wiase adwuma no o mo be fri ase gidigidi because time no day change no a mo kan ya no change na nya ba wie change no so dia ba wie a reset no if you say efrasiye because ye ni mre ye ni wotwe honhom ye ni mre wa Ghana ha se yi a ye de ba betwe bibia emre eni ho no mo se ye benyam le de ma ministers de ye hwe kwan ne se all the ministers na wo mo frase wo mo ye adwuma no ministry bia ye de wakobia no obehunu obema Ghana fo hu de ekoso e wo sa ministry ho ministry bia ye de wawura no entwentwen so magana fo hu se finance ministry de wokoto ye nie sei ne wo ho energy ministry magana fo hu se ne yesitie wo ho agric ministry se de honorable ekopoku watiasi abonten lands wamo elutu wama share no properties state lands no wama Ghana fo hu no ye hwe kwan se other sectors other ministers ebema ye hunu ye hwe se trade and industry minister miankasa me mame honorable Elizabeth Ofosu Ajare de okwatu obema ye hunu gender ministry ehonu na school feeding she school feeding one mo na she free senior high school one mo feed ni nyina ehonu mo na she eti gender ministry so no ye hwe se mame no won so we free adwuma se no wo bema ye hunu and then all the 16 regions ministers ni amokwato ye no mo ma Ghana fo hunu mama Ghana fo enhunu na Ghana fo enhunu said ye oman no na first esitie enye nkata so momu aso bia enye say wo wafa ne regional minister entum pese wo be ma wo wafa ni magu ase entine ma bi won ma akwa kata so wo kata so at the end of the day no wo party na wo ba bedi na bro ba bedi ninya because 4 years na da wani mu no enche na aba wan na dwen say 2020 they see ya Ghana has say no 4 years beba say see am 2024 ya kwa election na MPP elusu power 8 ministers ni nyina da so far ministers ni nyina da ye twe wo bia report awade ba ye twe wo bia de obia fa ne de mra said your president Mahama aka no mun brief Ghana for na ye huna na so ha wotina he abusuafo na otu da ko adwone me awiai enti yenye adwuma fast na yentoa so na akwa aba
ya enna
presidential staffer
mo kama na ye ho
na so me kama na ye ho presidential staffer
na so de enso timi wura pete ntakra nti
ehu bibia
o kan sem bia
and presidential staffer say presidential staffer no de wo so obi timi free CMG ko
there be any papa ko na say
wo de
no but you phrased
a good challenge kakra
abi you phrased a very important issue utie na emi de say me can say abra na your opposition no
na mo wo opposition
no say NDC they say Ghana party back of NDC uni be the enemy ni babia because part say NDC they say MPP for NDC for CB for journalist wo
I say Dr. Rans for John Potimika said 2016 me to my MPP
yes
2016 so ya campaign my right. MPP so pa or say 2020 or to my MPP na say 2024 what to my NDC asanso kra nya appointment
more fire enyo no nko eye lawyer Martin Pegu e can the same thing so what to my MPP over time or ka say this your better my NDC or ye in fact or ye campaign be my NDC and here be a omre na shase and I know say e be wie yi
friend na ya ajantua when your friend is
CPP former general secretary ya man set position eti na maja ako a wo kwan ye fiti anopa be si anwumere obi are mfiu kwa me kwa chi a o produce ye friend krofo be hia ye making sure say set agenda pam akromfo e ko bia o moma biem obi are mfiu no I me no ka say by now obedru office of the president be sure say ura operations directorate anya hwe kura obechia commander Boham kwan ho and commander Boham ankasa kura de be train the position
but ade commander ya ne mani nje ho
ada commander eren
na say na wo say commander kono
dey be won koye we on official visit on koye for instance
what you say won koye because me dey minim say commander office di
dey be
commander she suit a na odi twa picture from
mo twa suit say Bible say ni perfume for the benetamfo now person go be suit area commander ko pena kase ye na she
tama me say commander she suit ni o multimedia asempa days no
okay
any commander e pack ne car some car no use the Infinity anan ono ontwi car fonda o pack sa car no Infinity na se commander si from na hwe ni suit ne mranti brem
I tell you
sabra ne mranti brem
I mo fa the picture new one nto so
ne mranti brem
Eugene commander new suit no
na hwe commander shoe
yeah but this picture ain't bad and the suit was so look I tell you a nice eja wo pa but wabre and I know we should appointment na ekwana na ye mo GM abaso so appointment in Maya Nyabotrewate na president no appointed close to 6,000 people omo appoint on kabu mukura me say be do 800 na nkapesa ko wo dey for 1,000
no 500 kra nu na ebe do 200 appointment abakwa so for nu 200
na me wo dey ye inform na to for boy ye find 500 it will be as long as we are competent na betime ye adwuma de His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ehia nkrofo ebetimi aboa na mamu ayeye eti obia fa na Paul Adomochire kura timi koye board chairman Paul Adomochire otimi koye board chairman for a prestigious government company it is a Ghana Airport Company Limited e dey na kire say unya opportunity eti yenwa no mu ekode no ne di kan Ghana da mu nyina mase munya botre and this time what I know no say even at the branch level obia be adwuma for the first time so here John Dramani Mahama bo entwa no o ka kire NDC for say omo so ye adwumu a esefata omo so ye Ghana for omo nyire omo na aban no enya tumi na se Ghana e de say tumi ni so no John Dramani Mahama nsa obe make sure say Ghana for be nya adwuma but NDC for no a ejina wiem ani nsuo mu toye no o menya adwuma kane those were the times say aban bi power na ye microphobia adwuma yes ana why hen father for all there be on NDC no nya Ghana ni ofri Togo
hey
and NDC no free Cote d'Ivoire
na picture na ba
momra
hey
on operations nankasa
wa fabobie
on operations nankasa
wa fabobie
but when eso mo ba ne omo feel about omo kafa ho wahu
enti director of operations at the presidency no office COP Kofi Boachere ono no office
yeah but it's a very big place this is just a side of it
so we
it's a very big place
enti wo fabobia hana say we gina ya wo twa
but so mo yenka e bia na appointment in ba na yan fan ko say we your unofficial standing where your unofficial to say bia for my example meaning Alhaji Seidu Agongo me use example me Alhaji Seidu Agongo and e bia ya appointed Alhaji Seidu Agongo as CEO of Zera Group of Companies. By virtue say Alhaji Seidu Agongo ya appointed as CEO of Zera Companies no. Meti me akohonum ya kone na mo. But no nchire say I have official appointment. Okay. They can't wait so that it doesn't block any chances because we say commander Boham why you man.
Commander nhihye ho a wahihye ne hu.
We dey otim so start here na.
Yes, so man appointment baby.
The unim but me dey say they should get commander official. Mempe kitasimu ba
commander kwa yi otue
that is okasa be buo mu ameti ase
commander bia na wo ye no me ankasa no mentia ena no me sister friend me free Amsterdam ohu commander picture no say so na commander kwa na
that be on koi
so on koi no office ye kwa
on koi ahia no on koi
and was say na picture ye de da ho no yi de
ye be no ma na bam panyifo se ba bia anoma agina ne ba gina
wo commander shoe e she no
da bi ma me hwe shoe no first okay anyway
we see to ni shoe no a ho
ma wa fa no
ono ankasa ne
president we da bi me banka me bubu de on hand makoya
ono ankasa ne president
because that kind of group no make it very good suit e bi na sha no but me person me budi in my advert I tell you and to say me shoe ya me koto makole we utim say brand new we that chefs no
say kwabena appointment by me na be ye no
Obey
Mayor the secretary.
Executive secretary. Yeah, qualifying executive secretary. Yeah, more fire. Yeah, but nipa be breye adwuma, I know they will not forget them. I know. The likes of Liz Towell. I know they will never, especially my group B, class media group especially. Hana me adwuma, hana meet him their example. I can say ye jama Ghana. Pa. I know said they will never forget people who are competent because obekai ye beto bomb nyina petrol chemical bomb kuratoa say she na certain ye wan ye nyina ewu ya anke yewu ma memeboa there have been lot of for me say ye ba me fie be bomb car glass ni niema there have been challenges you have gone through nanama almost all the guys, a lot of challenges. But you Jerema John Dramani Mahama. So I know certain things.
Appointment abo. President Mahama nominates deputy ministers.
Deputy ministers are official because they been in an opano.
Oh really?
Yes. Me were two different ones. Kurampo and them.
Way from signed by fellas of Kwachi Ofisu.
I kind of saying. Flagstaff House in the Bosoro. Communication Bureau and the Bay official. But my main court fellas hand on some here. Because fellas said be on one post, you know.
Okay.
Then your official. But I bet I go through. Plus I also check. Yeah.
Okay. And see, Minister of Finance, as I said, Deputy Thomas Nyako Ampim. Oh, but now OBF is saying Kabaya you. From Pearl. Okay, from Pearl. Not just say a rep. What presidency? And this we say a buyer.
Kwam. Sir.
Pearl the buyer.
And say say Pearl there say Gitum because it on post here.
I wait from Pearl. I can.
Maybe I feel no be posted. Yeah.
And the Minister of Finance, Thomas Nyako Ampim.
And the evidence way unconfirmed reports.
Oh, but how unconfirmed?
So Felix in posted and internet me confused kakra.
Oh,
and I say because Pearl the whole no first information. Okay,
okay, so source no from
no
Pearl.
problem.
And no Minister of Finance where your deputy nominees and Abbey. And Thomas Nyako Ampim. One way your deputy finance minister. No be any
because Agongo.
Yes.
Okay, I was stepping Agongo.
Adongo. No be any Isaac Adongo.
Okay, it was when I'm the man.
Thomas Nyako Ampim.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Minister of Interior and so Ebenezer. Deputy.
Okay.
Deputy. Minister of Interior Ebenezer Oklete. Telabi.
I tell Abi.
Okay,
tell Abi. Tell Ogusu MP na. Go check mine. I'm say Ogusu MP. Is it Manya Krobo that side? Yes. A member of Parliament. Yeah.
And Minister of Defense.
Tell Abi Ejuma.
Hey. Deputy Minister Defense. Ernest Broja Jemfi.
Me Broja.
Broja Jemfi.
And send me a special assistant. Oh, sir.
Minister of Education.
What's it that be defense? What's it Broja Jemfi defense?
Ernest Broja Jemfi, Deputy Minister of Defense.
Broja Juma there. I will not be surprised if that is a real.
No,
Broja was Juma. Broja deserves it. Broja deserves it. Just a bra. Honumuna okon. Yenina nieko. Tiase. Yeah.
Minister of Education Deputy.
Yeah.
Dr. Clement. Abbas Apak.
Apak. I mean, he's the ranking on education committee in Parliament, and Apak Apak.
Now be a question on the best substantive.
Let's move on. Apak the young wasting time.
And Minister of Energy and Green Transition, as a deputy, Richard John Mensah.
My name Richard John
Mensah. Okay.
I don't know.
And
but yes, Samson can see there are some people that openly anymore.
Oh yeah,
but Abia, woman near maybe koya unim.
Oh, but sir, and you know, be an
exactly. Sometimes it will be there. Man dreams when you're grassroots person, but Abia and Nisika, no. Sabi grassroots
in Prempini, who are we Omomukuta, executive positions.
Yes.
To say be a national region, nominee and Abia, but a new Obias Bekuta, Abia, that's
right.
And after so Minister of Roads and Highways Deputy Al Hassan Saibu Suhini.
Suhini.
Al Hassan Suhini.
Formerly of Alhaji
Radio Gold.
What's it in the position here then?
One no Deputy Minister Roads and Highways. Deputy Minister nominee.
That's good.
Roads and Highways.
Communications and Kamepe, but Roads and Highways Biana here certain backgrounds are in him.
Okay, and Minister of Justice and Attorney General Deputy nominee Justice Srem Sai is cool. Srem Sai has been there, but this other man Nana, he has been there for especially the media. Yan kanasem, meaning say Abia or His Excellency John Dramani Mahama read also, but say Unyan Toswa yeka a lawyer Adawuda. Oh yeah,
that man has been there for the media. Unim say many who's na do case ne kraba no on probu no no lead here may yes adwuma ni nyina the likes Mugabe kra lawyer no and other media guys ne there lawyer Adawuda has
Stubborn Academy.
Stubborn Academy, you know, lawyer. Lawyer Adawuda.
Stubborn Academy for okay. Main comment, Minister of Lands and Natural Resources, Deputy Minister nominee, Yusuf Suleimana.
Okay.
And Deputy Minister nominee, Local Government, Chieftaincy and Religious Affairs, Rita Na Odole Sowa.
Yeah.
So you're MP.
Oh, yeah, MP.
Now, MP. Now, Odole Sowa. So you're MP.
Yeah.
And Deputy Minister nominee, Wex.
Kwam. Anya Odole Sowa, anya MP no. Lade kotopon. Say Hanum, yeah MP no. Okay. And Works, Housing and Water Resources. And so Gisela Tete. Oh, okay. Gisela Tete so also is good. Because
Central Region.
Yeah, Central Region.
Okay,
Hannah Tete. We look fine appointment. Gisela and who kind of role Gisela play? Time I
Regional Communications Director.
Yeah. That be where Gisela MP no.
MP.
MP.
You're not MP.
Limiane Regional Communications, no.
Okay, Gisela.
Mame no.
Oh, okay.
And I make us say, time you call a Futuini Bakoye. I mean, they played massive role. Yeah.
And then others, tourism.
Bakuna can Gabriela.
Okay. And tourism, culture, and creative arts. Yusuf Isaka Jaja.
Eslo Jaja Bakuna.
Where is Yusuf Isaka?
Where come?
Jaja.
Nima
ho MP no. Okay.
Kwame Awoye say we should say Nima ho.
Oh, Jaja nyo no.
But said Awoye say o about. Masa Nima ho as Nima ho da.
Okay. Ebuso for your Facebook page no na mo so amohwe wo CTV so no. Eda so.
Ana
ministry ma me wie na yemra. Hey, same way there. Minister of Food and Agriculture Deputy no. John Kofi Seto Dumelo.
It was
okay.
Were you practical man? Were you farmer?
Okay.
Okay,
John Dumelo.
He deserves it. And why I mean, a share entertainment industry no so crying. Unse over here this elections creatives actors, musicians, presenters and all those coming in. So when you have Obi in the person of John Seto Dumelo, Niaman Deputy Minister, what it should tell you is the 2028 elections. We are going to have a lot more.
But na can crofon so Dumelo se baby a free bano creative art in the creative industry ni munanko wono etin kan ke be hu ni say e bi ono be tourism creative art wono mu no na che say dia wo kan say e ko election na ye hu say sankrofo no actress and actors no ne musicians no be mu no die na ka that field no ye use no more.
But don't forget say creative art your creative person or no handle the main ministerial appointment in the person of Abla Jifa Gomeshi.
Okay.
Or only a creative person, or only an actress. They say Dumelo now, and it's also an issue that borders on passion. So I follow Dumelo. The passion will
you said you're farming now.
Yeah. Or acting. Yeah. So I think say with such passion, exactly. As okra no kind in kosu ya so a fantastic appointment. Fantastic.
That aspect no so kwa betimi aboa ama youth be brave.
Exactly.
Because John Dumelo obi animu no ye hu we screen so your TV so and then say no or your politician or sound so your farmer.
Exactly.
Etika hwan we say ka John Dumelo fine gentleman fine obi say farm boy.
A good appointment.
Now sorry na your friend say boto. Akaka duro boto na so no. No de ko no olodu no oye no oba
there's one man in anybody pa.
Me wa fa Samsia here nya bio.
Samsia here or coin.
Trade, agribusiness and industry.
Fantastic.
Uncle Samson ahi.
Fantastic. And
me
fantastic. No. Wa no swabre. Wa no swabre.
Me disenfranchise ye.
No so hwan de no.
Me wa fa Samsia here.
Yeah, but wa for NDC. I pray say like you are saying we a formalized list. That's the hope.
Okay, signed by fellas Kwachi Ofosu.
Yes, since it's coming from presidency, now you're correspondent. We want to stay by it. But let's also issue a caveat and so say we also know that has not been posted on the Facebook wall of fellas Kwachi. However, you sue as a working document currently bearing any changes.
Okay. Okay.
But what can deputy for tourism?
Tourism. Oh, me can you me by.
Sir.
And
Oh no, Oxy Nima MP.
Tourism, culture and creative arts. Yusuf Isaka Jaja. Ono and a year deputy. And me must tell Busia for me must tell. Minister of Finance, Thomas Nyako Ampem. And Minister of Interior, Deputy Minister nominee no, Ebenezer Oklete Telabi. And offense defense deputy Ernest Broja Jemfi Wabrepa. Education deputy minister Dr. Clement Abbas Apak. And energy and green transition Richard John Mensan. And roads and highways deputy minister nominee Al Hassan Suhini Suhini and minister of justice and attorney general deputy nominee Justice Nidin Crowd Justice Srim Sai. Yeah. Okay. And lands and natural resources Yusuf Suleimana. Local government chieftaincy and religious affairs Miami Elder and deputy Rita Na Odole Soa. And Rose works housing and water resources Gisela.
Rose.
No, Rose Nkahu.
Okay.
Minister of Works.
Okay.
Housing and water resources Madam Gisela Tete. And rest the Akano tourism, culture and creative art Yusuf Isaka Jaja. Minister of Food and Agriculture John Dumelo. And trade, agribusiness and industry. And so Samson
fantastic. Now Obia sending me a message.
Okay.
Or say Nana Bobia 2 is now looking like the PA of President Trump. Also, Kwamana fan who Donald Trump PA pardon. But a fantastic appointment number. I am more John Mahama and any team Abaso.
Okay.
And I know say we will work hard. Omina me yejuma. No mo kai Juma Ghana dia shomus. I mean the Biana America. It's not just about occupying the position because a bus will be called ye minister, deputy, Rana Ujina Yabu Dinse minister for tourism. I
didn't private you crisis who Amukrana. Let me be so say tell us about yourself. And you my name is Nana Mediacon. When I'm a citizen, should name me
yeah. No, but I was what was he say me name back of her. I me worried about how our vets in the Kobe, especially young crop for no side. You see, and found say you young crop for. We should not create a mental picture. Moving to baby and kase as a ya fan. Look, time when upon your market, most sorry, how many honorable could you to be? I say will be a pass it through. They just
5 minutes.
No, they don't do that. Yeah, the most one say ask them questions. What I say, subject them to at least some scrutiny. My young say position no more call copino. Omo ombetima Ghana and yan DC demon no more call Ghana demon. So if we think that they are our people, na nuntia interrogate them. And mgwase ne ba enya John Mahama nkwa na ekan. Ekan nyina 2028. SES engineer na ye kwa Ghana for kopom chew. So mo nsa me yakwanya biom. Na se enya mpanyimfo ebetimi agina brane aye adwuma. Na se John Dramani Mahama ani onyam ebe hyere na Ghana for se hu ye mobo for the next candidate to be after John Dramani Mahama. Ne ye kwa na ye ba. Eno na ma apanyoma kinya as authority. And impudence babo nte beka say the likes of Okulu a Greater Accra regional minister. Where you don't say but how can you get Greater Accra regional minister? Many in some ameno or Yajuma. But how can you get such a person and crying and suyiri emanating? We you know to China, there is no decongestion policy plan to say bia migration and crofo free different regions in Bahanum. What is the direct policy? Yeah, decongested and crying. Number 3, market association and crying the last case is C1 crime, I think Cantamanto. We live in a country, the former minister for sanitation and water resources, $43 million. Your business or the quiet or so the Kotu or river. Meanwhile, no Odono nti and crying circle a bong. We have these challenges. We have high unemployment rate, insecurity. And crime bong. Na. So who you vetting appointment committee member and now chairperson. Now me a minister designate for crime. No my better when him now share the array or myriad of all the challenges of my boss. Now so we question my media. Then we are not being fair to the good people of this country. No, but this one when you this assembly, where you gonna
street light to crown you a major challenge. street light.
But my minister obe make sure 70%.
Ma who say was say within by 50 days. Na your friend say otu wo be come market centers. You bet me can say be a greater Accra no. Wo ye be a Benya mayor and then you MMDCs. Yeah, omo no be. But as a regional minister, wo be come market centers na baller.
Hey, kwa circle ase ho a.
Oh.
Circle.
Oh.
Heart of Accra circle. Baller.
Chira say Ghana for ye kurasefo ma ye ninti ye mama Dubai overhead na se ho udru ho bom na regional minister
Kasi Ghana Dubai
Ghana Dubai na regional minister by enti me Mr. Regional Minister and cry
and the overpasses in Adane Bola foot bridges in Adane Bola
Adane market
and Kofu to track when they are foot bridges and you say there's no question because Oyendis in also Yendis Mahama want to reset this country for crying out loud. And Yema and Krofuwe, Akronfuwe, ya enyina. Ya pesi correct nyina. So you don't start and you know some told say they are on some pager. Ministers need be crumple or call before appointment committee, you know. Bebre only show displeasure say I don't know yes sir. Bebre ni anje ho. And you fine. What do I say? And you fine. Because yes sir they are not just obia na ye fa kuntuna say the neko.
Obi afa Nkrofo do mo afi Bunu East. Any hafunim Western region. Be kire no mema sam ne sam kakra. No obedru hon ma say tell us about yourself. My name is so and so. I did this. I hold this. I went to this place. Na enwa we ya. Thank you for coming.
There's one woman.
We expect you to do your work.
Mami ba ko bi wo mo anana. Me pena sem because me persenia oputu ne nsem together. But yes, you are good. I love you. Bye bye. Like seriously. I say bye bye. When we say, Obi Hon message, I say I don't have any question. Only question manual. What the whole yeding? A appointment committee. A bisa. A baby ku. Ye kubis. Ye nkwatra. Only question saying.
She said they want to send you okuje to ablakwa.
Okuje to Sam George.
And a different doctor Manebua.
And even NDC for Ankasa could be some questions be asked.
One more so you said no friend your markings name minority
caucus. No marking so will be brilliant. Oh, I know they are sending the idea. Upon your marking questions in Yansa over 30%.
What we are present anymore say and to be able to use this platform. Near the whitewashing Magana for
me best. Okay, me nominate me best one of my best guys are Ebisa questions pa or MPP or the saying Patrick Boama. Okay, Patrick Boama. Honestly, Patrick Boama. I don't know. I can't Central Nana. Or no cry. No sem no cry. Say the cockroach. What they saying? Say na Baba Sadiq.
Baba Sadiq.
Yes, I say Baba Sadiq. But look, Patrick Boama Ebisa very important. And I also like questions are. Yes. On also bisa questions. So there are pockets of them where they ask very sensible questions, but I don't know.
And so far no, ministers no appointment no, 42. I'm gonna substantive ministers. Yeah, no including regional ministers and deputies no acquire 13. And to carbon more 55. And the ministries are so far no deputies MIA communication, sports, youth, gender, foreign affairs, health, and transport. Say in all no president Mahama said health.
Health is likely say it's like and it's likely say about call Ayinsu.
Oh, now
or the saying
now Omodia is an out of
okay, Felix Anya posti.
Felix Anya posti.
So it's certified. So any can kind Mammy Felix there. Ministry of Finance, Thomas Nyakwampi. So it's the same thing. Okay, so it's confirmed.
Okay.
It's a moment who say yes, source and correct.
Yeah. And but Otu Zanato Nyebi. Zanato Rollins Nyebi.
Zanato Rollins, I was even tipping her for a substantive minister. However, said be minim din St. John Mahama. So I'm thinking, say ministerial appointment there. We are ding. Say it's not to be from the bed in Kakra.
But say I know the Asaka deputies near you.
Oh no, deputies are some American.
And deputies.
Sometimes Obinsu here ru Kakra, no dear Suya. The fact says Sebi, with all due respect to our mother, or yes and Nato, ne papa na Rollins, Sebi Penyufunim, and she has a change na unquestioned substantive minister. Ebia, she can play the role of deputy, na who be Kakra. Sebi, about better power 16 years. 80 Mohana saying. So maybe after 2 years or so Mahama may Mahama so reshuffle Mahama may reshuffle no do for so akọ but me take Professor Ayensu Dankwa for deputy health
Dr. Grace Ayensu Dankwa.
Yes, Dr. Grace only
are you prof?
Yes.
Sikado Ketan.
Yes.
Okay, Sikado
Mete
Ketan
for deputy health minister.
Okay.
Anna mete pay a year Cape Coast North. Cape Coast North Raga. Honorable Pamela Minta Nyako for either deputy trader ba. Okay, then either sports education ba. Any ABA sports. No, because I was tipping him for 3 things. I was tipping him for education, sports or trade. And I say a trade aba and education aba. It's honorable Mintafani and sports.
And then this lady, Jocelyn Tete.
Jocelyn Tete.
Because we lady know
Jocelyn Tete, I hear Juma, Jocelyn Tete, I hear Juma, Jocelyn Tete. And only say, even one thing about Jocelyn Tete, and they say, or there's in the voter region during the elections, constituency bien one more bit makase Jocelyn Tete Anko Bua campaign. When say Jocelyn Tete, honorable Jocelyn Tete, North Dine MP, you saw on one pocket money, sponsor on one colleague MPs nibi.
Okay.
Jocelyn Tete Vance, and I told the beer, a year ni other colleague MPs nibi a year campaigner, Omubeji, na or they support to them. Beyond that, our foundation, Jocelyn Tete, they are a lot of people, not only in the North Dine. You go across all the other Votarian, Jocelyn Tete has been there for them. And like you said, we're a stalwart, we're war parliament for a very long time. So, when me in case I will not be surprised if Jocelyn Tete gets a deputy minister of parliament, a deputy minister for a deputy ministerial appointment. But I am suggesting to His Excellency John Mahama say, we beat say Jocelyn Tete party they are no too. If Amun consider and they should consider her. At least in line with the 30% women agenda plan. And don't forget, say you pass the affirmative action bill. Until this time, the man in here could boot for boot.
Say I communication, sports, youth, gender, foreign, health, and transport. Jocelyn Tete, okay.
Say so what raise Joyce? You must raise Jocelyn Tete. Anna Susu. Anna Raga. Anna Dr. Yinsu. Why?
So soon
now that's a mechanical jam and I heard him maybe ana Isaac Adongo yabo Isaac Adongo for finance
because you see I try about Isaac Adongo deputy finance minister
but the there is a more better for him.
But as a member of parliament, so won't mean chief executive officer.
Chief executive officer. But for instance, and
now about finance committee.
So my member example to say look, there's some deputy ministerial appointment cry. It's better say we a board chairman for like Bank of Ghana. To be a board chair for Bank of Ghana, for instance, far better than even being a deputy ministerial appointment for ABA.
Only mean so.
Sorry, we say to be board chairman for institutions like Bank of Ghana. AB Kurampa far better than to be even a deputy minister for ABS. Let's allow His Excellency Mahama. I'm sure. So be to say Isaac Adongo, Juma YJ, I mean, definitely not. So I'm sure said there's a better A for them. Like I said, the president appoint over 5. In fact, I could find the time. Or appoint 7,700. The extreme. Mahama the yes, sir. But the least Mahama will appoint by constitutional default. Like 5,000. To be antamuchuku, be a deba. Isaac in Tamuchuku, be a fine. Oh, be a fine. Yeah. And you see, Nana, I told the Bikrampa, it me do 2 bear 3 boards. A Chamukrampo than to be a deputy minister.
Depending on your capabilities. Yeah.
Adongo can be a board chair on Ministry of Finance board. Ubetimi a board member Bank of Ghana board. Ubetimi a board member Exchange Commission. There are a lot of financial year. Umami even just 2 board a year. Better cries over my deputy because her largesse na eba with masa.
What the nation baby ba ho kra emwa.
O spread no. The expertise no the boa. Look, John Mahama or a sharp guy. Ana John Mahama kwako tenefi. Eti mistakes no here no otifie no hu. Enu ntina appointment ni be swerving crofo a omdwen say dan obi be kan say ana maame no de say. Ye maame.
Maame be ya.
Oh, yeah, mammy, about and this apart from vice president. Yeah, mammy, Lordina Mahama, and I feel my appointment.
Oh, and yes, said
Mahama Emma
has
certain
always been
appointments
there.
in the past.
Omoka.
Oh, who near my course. I'm not sure he want to commit the same mistakes.
Okay.
Yeah, it will be a time to
But
be
President Mahama appointment where dear, why strategic?
Why very strategic?
When they appointed committee,
Yeah.
because say Ushe they were what involving youth.
Yeah.
I want to point. I will say Ebebano, not the bian a circle no emuana
Nkwakorafo no
any of the ahoy for any of the here for now one more the bian trying who say yeah second and then youth no so any kuta party almost in the kuta of mine so it was spread the rings now. Na se rasa mi jamfi Felix nie we nie your friend say MP yi Edroji no mu nie
Edroji Makulo say Erica Jane so
Erica Jane and then we share why yes we share we share those appointees now omo dey ba be gina pass
Asafo scholarship secretariat and any papa could be so anya bi I think I know your name also Elembele Keke mate say or koye bibi wo minerals commission
okay
onu kra de yeshia wo baby yeah yeshia my me fu Ghana Tourism Authority
okay
ana okaso or appointment to Jubilee
okay
ana me yeshia me ne kwa me yedi ago say Jubilee for afra we dey na
say dey we ya ne afra
o say President Mahama appoint Emmanuel bra fan picture na to so na nkrofo me hwe ne yeka na asem no President Mahama appoint Emmanuel Kwamena Anyima no Elembele Keke as deputy chief as deputy chief executive officer Minerals Commission ha bra ya wie so ya me fro
o kwaje concession
nana dap
o kwaje concession
support services
support services
my card ni yeti o was say President Mahama appoints Hwan Elembele Keke as deputy chief executive officer just say ono be support services but for a deputy chief by in charge of support services to send about appointed deputy minister by in charge of education in charge of tertiary yeah woni na do mo phone o pa change your number o
ya beje concession
ya beje concession na you say ya be go into mine
na you know ankasa mo ayisi no nko ayisi no 8 years ni onko na obi mra
na say ayisi no so watena hon mo
since nanado eba ye 8 years ni ye nim say dey kwade obeko kwade ye dey ya obeko
and deputies no so be pere beko in fact all of them go
baby na say be pere beko
what I many penny be din komo and I think what they are doing is now that they are done with the deputy ministerial appointment they will finish with the CEOs and their deputies then they will come to communication directors and to say be anana say near boarding MP communication director and so on. No, but you see, and penny force get it abete na cha. When you come hanom, aya pesa de no. I say you come man crofo. But you come na
cha.
They be journalists for your problem when media Mrs. Paul Adoma chire ti my board chairman.
Radio aduma ye ntimi radio.
I like say do agongo kura nim. Say radio aduma ye ya yemfa mobra. Papa no anim.
Now
there's no way say appointment member na say do agongo support here. Eti aduma ne de ana me ye meja radio. Ye besom Ghana. But still
na wo jaya ho na e ba be
yeah jai say 2028 wo be jai radio
bebre wa kire ye guru mi wo mo ba
and this is trap power 16 years to be no be jai radio
and e depend adwuma on be ye
ye be adwuma
and yes and this is trap power say na e be da ya no ye be adwuma they say Ghana ni nipa ni ye se kwase ni ti ana aguragu
ye be adwuma
they say Ghana ni nipa ni ate enti sa ye be wiem slogan ne mantra ne atwam waduma wo be ye no eno na be kire say wo be twa 8 years
ama eno ti
break 8
enti ka kire say appointment won ya mom appointment no me ye adwuma because John Dramani Mahama ni pa ba ko he cannot be everywhere at every time
one ministerial position
yes enti yes na say making sure some be ye adwuma this time obi look wa obufu no fa obufu no to fie
Joseph Yamin hwe Yamin aduma ye so ye wa Shanti region
bia na won purpose na ya hwe yin so ye be good the party machinery
okay obi on so on pay position ba Yamin dem otu wunim obi sheda kan Yamin asam kire me se aduma Yamin eye ya wa Shanti region
o Yamin position obi na wonko obi opa
Yamin
obi anka hwe because the guy he deserves it but yen hwa de ye government machinery and ye NDC party machinery ya hwe ya You better to Mabasane Serafe. Now, government machinery, but there will be no party machinery to run ahead of 2028 elections. We'll be the Madi. Many didn't come, but so did you grow their fine. Also on position. And he's a gem, such a person, Yampesi Beluzuno, General Secretary, Fifi Aviquiti. I want to know party chairman, or no credit, Papa Penny, or no senior mind. What I say, Yahya, you better to women, beer. I cannot speak for Yamin. Okay. Ebia not your man appointment of but Ebia party ninti. But I know the
youth and sports deputy during Mahama.
Okay.
And a letter sounds quite deputy Ashanti regional minister.
Okay.
So from youth and sports and then require deputy regional minister Ashanti region.
Okay.
But Sanya can Ebia this time around, no. Yamin no said
as a national organizer. Yeah. Charlie, what you Juma?
Media Ashanti region, me know be Kasai catch them say. Yamina Juma was Ashanti region.
Juma. Or intercept. Look, there were a lot of ballot and no Tom Prince Omrikogumo. It took the likes of Yamin, Kofi Boachimo, but this time we are speaking to Yamin. So Yamin Mujeju. Obeka say about 500,000 printed ballot or Kokoche somewhere in the Ashanti region. I will track camera to Sonia. Omdi Gumuan Kenwana. It's elections where Yami Muma who said, Sa MP for Umchagum. Who said, yes, Tommy Ashanti region, the likes of Kofi Boachemone, Yamimo, Bubiemu, Pebumo, no Nepebu, Japa. He's one person I'm also looking out for his appointment.
No, Bia said, you can be an appointment.
No, but Japa, they said on your part of the party machinery. It is such a security person, you know. I mean, but if you put it in a year, you will be an appointment. Or one contract. And how you will be an appointment. And ready, you will be an appointment. Okay, and to young parliament. Now, parliament clerk, Madame Gifty, ni say name ni beba. Yen yinada yen nim a kwanya micro minority leader. The so-called, they say our friend who said the so-called mighty minority leader. Our friend Marcus Eden Faso. Now, and Romo Parliament, no, our friend Marcus, Upper Lady Nicho, Upper Nukucho, Upper Nemacho, Upper Ghana for you now chill. Because now you know, yeah, Shakway. As I say, Okwa Parliament, now say appointment committee, year Juma. That's a parliament clerk. Well, no, or follow instructions. Or take orders from the superiors. Appointment committee chairman say, parliament clerk, go ahead and do this, do that. Or no, they are no better. And he said, we were a before beer. Unim baby, I'll bet channel 2. That's aggression. That's right. But unko pour your aggression on be an innocent woman. Innocent, ya or no ya. Cameras, as it's in the sewer. I hope we a good day more. Now we be Jojo, one way dinner time, say will be here or be my me or be this year. Now, no, ultimate defending. That's right. That's right.
Because now at that time, now my men are vulnerable. Because unto me and Casa. Yeah. And Central for Nature one way share. But unto me, Conquer Accra FM, your rep, Kakali say, Brana me side of the story, men can't say Ghana for Munti. So, and Tia Quaba bedroom, but I'm in a mommy video and rap. I felt no markers say, or Pama minute.
Okay.
A quaya, or them are many fast one.
Or say a crass or a council way.
One who say, Nanka. There was a better way. Yeah, and could bet me a fast one and could be dealing with that issue. Okay. Instead, say, as a leader, as a so-called leader, I said only use so-called.
By any daho, no canoa, any daho.
Oh, any daho, they say any daho. Because we be a wire of parliament to be a daho.
Yeah. We only time say any daho. And ya penyo makina abra yebe interview Okuju, Honorable Okuju Tablakwa. And Honorable Okuju Tablakwa, no, actually, the guy, he's in a different world. The aura around him, Okuju Tablakwa. With the inquisition, my fan cans. You see, he took a stern decision. Say, committee no ampa or nena himful, nene yet chawa, and you inquire. Ura a here for pa ni chowieno, or ka say, Papa Nankasa, it's other no ma papa non pacho, and Ura a penyo marking, ebe pau could you to honorable could you tabla quacho, as a ka say, or panayiricho. Now, yentiwe. Was say or no so were you be tio? Ninta macho say that home near ye na crocodile John. Or no so were you be na subi and sa and yanife. 80 adent na sadi way a see before our abuse clerk no. Na onim so no so were you be. Na obi yere dear. With me jira bedroom, not only bedroom, because it was not limited to the space and confines of Parliament. Ghana, you know, on TV. Okay. No, Timmy,
Ojojo lady ni wiye. Asana okidweto ablakwa ba.
Ojojo lady ni wiye.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Ojojo ni wiye.
Okay.
Say before me be start account no.
Okay.
And no me yes na leadership. Meba. Also mo vete account wiye.
Yes.
And sa no ba be vete okidweto ablakwa.
Yes.
Enti account de ne ba be start here no. Na omu ni ho.
Ah, this time no. Oh yeah.
Enti no. Ene ma afenyo markets ebe di atem no. That time no nti one more start here no the following previous day no almost start no said day no dia na do almost say name no enti ade achi na according to appenio markets no na omo leadership ye meeting
okay
enti meeting na say no omo tey yes say just a vet na dey start enti one mo no obey that obey interrupt ya or attack
because no be we account there and you are right ana say to honorable Kuyuta Blakwa eyi paper say kire say clerk no SN no a particular time at 1 p.m. Yeah, so you are right. But me person me can't we count. Who say okwanya ye faso ko parliament no. Yes say we Ghana ni. Yes say we dear bro fish edu no back. You should be 21 years. Yes say you should be of sound mind. I think say niyama we nyina yo mo hwe. But adwe mu hwe mu no de omo hwe. I think henceforth say ye mental clearance sheets and san obi akọ parliament. My enfade we agro with all due respect because enyama na ekoso de nyina kire me say parliamentarians ni bebre ho no mo madwen mu na ho omu hia asylum ntete kakra because you cannot tell me say we a member of parliament yen kasi eni adwuma ye yakugina wiem ato abama na go and represent us. There are plethora of problems face Ghana for monko na monko ye mra making sure say Ghana for na
we mature. If Kwame is saying that he knows the family, and my act for, please, it doesn't mean anything. Please, we've been in this house for some time, I beg you. If Kwame holds a view that he knows the family, my reaction on the conduct of our clerk has resulted in some trauma to the family. He knows the family, I don't know the family. And the lady in question, let me, Mr. Speaker, unreservedly say, what's her name? I want to mention the name in full. Please. I will do it. Mr. Speaker, let me unreservedly say to the clerk to the appointment committee, Mrs. Gifty Jagger Goba, I am sorry. Let me also say to her husband, Mr. Speaker, she bears Mrs. Let me also say to the husband, the lovely husband, that my comment in respect of internal matter, if as a husband he is traumatized by this, I hereby unreservedly apologize to him as a husband. To the children, let me unreservedly say sorry to the children. Let me unreservedly say sorry to the extended family, those close and dear to her who are affected by my outpour of disappointment in her conduct. And to all her colleagues in the parliamentary service, including colleagues who felt that I could have managed the matter better. Mr. Speaker, I'm sorry. I again apologize unreservedly. And I know that with all discussions held, we would be able to work better in spite of some reservations that we may have. Mr. Speaker, let me emphasize that even as we were resolving this matter, at least I've had a better approach. This afternoon we met. I had the opportunity of looking at drafts and she making corrections, and relationship has been restored. She and I did not have a bad blood. She knows the relationship, the former relationship I had with her in our work. Except that, Kwame, I have been a majority leader before. I was in that black seat. You were here opposite. The standard she held in respect of dealings between the majority and the minority leader was what perhaps compelled my reaction. Because, please, colleagues, a man must be heard. Please. A man must be heard. Please, please, please. She held us to such a high standard, and I felt that the same treatment could come from her whilst we are in minority. But that notwithstanding, I concede that there is always a better way to react to a situation. And I will not allow ego to direct me on what to do, especially when she's a woman. I unreservedly, one more time, withdraw this, and I would write a personal letter to her to keep for her records from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case. To direct me on what to do, especially when she's a woman. I unreservedly, one more time, withdraw this, and I would write a personal letter to her to keep for her records from the bottom of my heart. Mr. Speaker, I rest my case.
Honorable Afenyo Markins, say leadership qualities no akakakra. Ni leadership qualities akakakra. Because from last year, since obey majority leader, ni ye ni ma woye no, on show leadership. And kwafo di wachi. Wo that time kwa na we majority leader. And ma banta on this speaker nya ye no kwa no. It wasn't even necessary in the first place.
Yes.
Me di kan say enema na woye no. Na onya backing from President Akufo-Addo. Any party in leadership. That seat vacancy who says me better parliament now. Gidi no the speaker call parliament. Now we granting interviews no attack now we na we bano. The na can say the one you nyina da no. When ya as a support to me be e wo baby e the air support no. Etina wo yes no. Because so what you say you are not the first person to become a majority leader in parliament. We predecessor.
Fine man. Say chairman Sabonsu.
Hwe de wa parliament ya okasa. De we wa ye onti bibia se bibi nkoyie de we wa address ne colleagues e wa parliament. But wo feel say I say no. Many Afenyo Markins so always know I should have my way. Na obuli nkrofo, wo intimidate nkrofo. Akwa do this time say mo be ko vetting. Appointment committee co-chair. Na ahwoho to ho. And yes, parliament one mono, money one kasa mu colleagues no ne media no ye media kwa se mu
the whole country cameras si so ahimfu wom traditional rulers authority omu nyina wo ho and then leader come on ye frɛ wo say leader woni wo deputy anodom pere but nana okay, so I think in two phases. First phase Bible say sabi kwasia na ensa na adwene. I think say he has rendered unqualified apology, even though, like I told you, media, but on the face value of the matter, Yemfane say at least he has eaten a humble pie. And Obekaya Okaka say Obetro krata kra akoma mameno. Na baby a mam in TSC na kakra ne say. Afraid Owura penyo mark who say mameni ye misses. It's also a misses. Intina will be yere. And we jina bedroom
it's not even about obiri
but it makes sense. No, hold on. Oh yeah, my wife na say ujina bedroom na say obi gu animu asia e ka me dina da so you are not even insulting the person who when ne kasa no sabi ebi ka ne kuno but me advice be ma me no so person of fania owura na ka ne kwan so no nyesa onsi wa penyo for verbal assault. This thing obi ye boni a yemfa manya me enya hwe eye ho ne ya gya musa no there's no deterrent eti adebachi no obi fufuro asia yade me ye sure say ye besia ko owura no a ye say abra you can say Rollins on Rollins ba it's an act of sorry ye or can't say on tenancy because or your daughter of a murderer. I'm sure so we'll be going there. All these people one must share parliamentarian and tuma in the guise of being MPs, with all due respect, and yet they are miscreants, we should fish them out. We should not allow some of these things to happen. But see, the other side of Apenyo, me person me raise, ebi disagree, but I think that Apenyo was right, and he said, when the matter of suspension came, me can say, yes, I support Mahama. Yes, I believe in NDC's ideology currently, but I disagree with the position of the speaker. The other standing orders of the House of Parliament here clear. What order 34? And when they are disorderly matters and now matters that are contemptuous, you refer the matter to the Privileges Committee. I've heard people say, as at that time, no, you didn't see Parliament.
Privileges Committee and constituted.
Yeah, and so the Speaker has set an ad hoc committee. So set a 7-member committee led by Honorable Bejra. It's adding a 7-member committee has not come out with their findings, and yet justice was meted. And we one thing. Lastly.
Sometimes apply common sense.
No, I agree with common sense, but if you yes.
Say and
I can make a way.
Okay, we are.
I can make your friend Odi Patin rule. Your law of natural justice. Anything now Timiko who will be say Oviade. Who will tape? Bound finding prison. You give the person a fair hearing. In line with that law of natural justice, those people should have been given a hearing by the committee before a judgment is passed. We should not say NDC, your power and you can sing. Yeah, this is 10 years maybe I gonna for your composition. We would be the same thing.
Now we'll see you can't show.
And then
Salaga Senior High School. Salaga Senior High School. You see, actually, students, boys 20 because Omoku.
Yes.
And that was yesterday. And Yachi 20. Omoku was school for Uncle.
No correct.
Yachi 20. Yeah, make us a minimum. I grant you a mobile and I say, Bia, Omoda saw police custody. Yachi because of say Omoku. I say, Epra Ubinsu crowd. Okay. Now MPs, parliamentarians, more representative Ghana for our parliament in the presence of Ahemfo and Pennyfo.
That's right.
Na mo say niema na mo peja chair to
twene
na yase obishua
oh when is obishua
ayi
wa ma mesma ko kan bi
ya friend say yi na kan ye kwasi akwa
I miss a metebi.
Kwasi akwa na kan ye
obi table
na ma posa ayi da fi amapo entohwe
also these allegations for now
e was ye enya na ayesa akwa no na ye
da fi amapo na da fi amapo me kan say no kwere so these are matters of allegations.
I
am sure you understand. No, so I agree, but you should also understand parliamentary immunity.
And only problem.
No, but Enti will be correct for parliament. I think the Chief Justice way your services and minimum position. But it says it will be parliamentarian parliament akoye juma. And I assume if you parliament akoye juma, we know who say what no. I stand for correction anyway. Nan-campese adia esi or the House of Legislature. I am sure say minim emra kwa ebetimi ache parliamentarians no at that moment. The point I am making is simple. Speaker acted in good faith. But the question is, yes, though it was morally right, was it legally right in line with the standing orders of the House? Even Article 19 clause 1 about this natural law say you give people fair hearing and all those. Look, the standing orders of Parliament, standing order 268. Say chairperson of the appointment committee, say near man kosi whether a contemptuous and not disorder meaning some way me banyafe. What by yemen never face.
Obi say ya mo din tore.
Well 268 say appointment committee chair no ye adwuma. Now there's a disorderly act and as a contemptuous actor. Or say he must refer the matter to the House of Parliament. And I'm sure say when they refer the matter to the House of Parliament, when the Privileges Committee is in session, they will go sit on the matter following a determination, not House on the kind of disciplinary action led by the Speaker of Parliament.
Okay.
It's yes, I agree, Speaker acted well, but in line with the standing orders of the House, in line with the Constitution of Ghana, is it right? And I say, you know.
I was here for Speaker. Do I 2 weeks no cry? Nanki ya petre ma.
You support to know. My mother
and no be see what Parliament beam. Our brother Dr. Zanato Rollins
yes, fantastic.
I say, oh, friend, who saw your honorable. I was honorable near and away. So we have Zanato Rollins.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the Papa Kunipa? Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the Papa Kunipa? Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the Papa Kunipa? Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the Papa Kunipa?
Most parliamentarians for Adwini Munkra. Here, asama me can e be fana goodie, but Sembrane said the person should be of sound mind. And son we rap parliament what they are. Ediena indicate say MP no, he's of sound mind. What is the proof? People must present psychological report from hospitals or psychiatric report from hospitals to prove say Omadwini you're correct. But anyways, even beyond that, say Ujai wo politics in the hands of monocracy saying eh. That make I say Accra cocaine dealers on budget parliament afa. Amrobes budget parliament afa. Sebi with all due respect in penyimfo anim. One enim nyansa and so mbo to mayema budget parliament afa because enkamia kwese sebi penyimfo anim sebi akudonto. Ye ja ajansafo wo fie. Ana sebi yesi afoforo enkolidi. With no disrespect to parliament because you have fine parliamentarians, even MPP anyway in team or software or in team Forjo or something. He's very respectable. The likes of Haruna Idusu, Honorable Kujoto Ablakwa, you know, the current the current majority leader. I don't remember
majority leader Mahama Yaiga vows then action over daughter of Medra.
So I am happy sir he has taken over the case. Now, I think it's a Honorable Zeneta Rollins, at least to protect the legacy of his father. Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins was subjected to a reconciliation commission under Oman Penyinkufu, and he was exonerated. So it's not as if, say, JJ or Fatnudi. He was subjected, and Obakaya JJ Crack at a point in time say, if they like, they should subject him to a chemical interrogation. So Obakaya. It is not as if say near JJ no ubia and then ninkomo and I say one man if it got to a time when he was Attorney General STP Flight Lieutenant Jerry John Rollins of all his entitlement I say or to Breacher no for the normal place Ghana for Efania. They should go and read about the days of the revolution.
Member of Parliament Kura no what here chire what can sans kwasi asemuno e wo se wo mu yini pie Speaker, second deputy, first deputy answers. They are no team.
Second deputy. Esiamansu, honorable Esiamotimu, and Yamaya Dodo.
Esiaman and net team. And NDC MPs no majority for in team can't I say. Omunimuni pakra or make that remarks no. They know him.
But the Hansard has captured.
Omunimnipa kro afano markings etwanani onimbabia and yes what kind of daughter of Medra shut up was a sit down
the evidence in here
the evidence ni ho so ahu enti omunyinipa kro mpie because yentimi entu aba emfa yenyini pase nipa we yu nam hwei na dwene mu da ho fan adwene mu te why badwemba woni nyansa sasa na ehu
no but no credit this
parliament ya ho na wo kire Ghana for say wotu anu woni mu nyansa
da bibiri nim nyansa bibiri adwemu na ho we cannot say sebi your parliamentarians based on their act and into the manya headmaster
woni hwe ade a omo ye no hwe sa adwar committee sa probe you ya about that incident
the committee no
me tena se na me hwa na me how come say MPs impenifo we mu monkwa vetting akobubu table asai microphones essa chairs ama na ya shedati ati ho it's not na say omukaso pay because omu value ye na close to 80,000 it's not even about the money involved. One person can even pay settle that debt but say MPs say mugina hoi anodon pre edi kan the child what so no atam akwasi akwa na akwasi akwa
enso I'm surprised say yamfa anodon pre anka ho
Anka de him.
Anka so
oh another pranka ho. I said what can ho. Another pranka.
Another pranka.
Okay.
When.
Another prank.
Okay.
Roxin Dafia Mako.
Okay.
Jerino and oh man you used not den region man did say back.
Mahu sama no.
Another pranka ho.
Okay. Pam two other shape for the other side. Wakan. Yeah, you are right.
So okay ain't no na ya say mra say adade say makodin kwasasem wo parliament just imagine say MP so honorable for akokun asa niam wo parliament
it's sad
ain't no yate ho committee
it's sad
yeah ne life oh yeah ne life every nkrofo so bia emfa na evidence mra do bia nimu bia no adenti na wo say you waste your time e was sad you
hazard no is operate in such a way say so what can be now do mic and capture but so mic is what never can be is captured in the hands of parliament say a part of proceedings on that day into that be at the honor 15 years later 50 years later 100 years later said there was a certain time when we will be can say is a nato and not zenato papa a medra and there's evidence to that effect
such a reckless
the moment zenato bekana no atumuno or mano ejuma and I'm happy the role majority leader is playing. By far, Honorable Mahama Ayariga has distinguished himself. Over here, he's become the peace broker of the house. Na abra Honorable Apenyo Mark him edigidi but not the nyansa is here. The nyansa and bibri ni bi sabi. Entino me who say it is a good time say it will be say Mahama Ayariga as the majority leader. It is quite a reckless statement, like you said, a very, very unfortunate. So nipa akono bekasa. But
sometimes you dream say wo yiri wo fie. Wo ma wo fie, wo sisters e wo busuam. Wo attack wo bi e wo parliament.
Yeah,
wo attack no.
Ignorance.
My so irresponsible.
And you see, they are also defeat no yezo.
Ebi na hwe, ebi na kare de Japan. E pese dachi bia hwe, imagine say, wo de me fa ne say napo.
Okay.
Imagine senka Ghana nkanen kisenki ati Ghana yi. Na nka napo ye vice president.
Anko vice president, nka mo vice president.
Hwe say se nyankopon. E na edi Ghana ho afofie. E ne nyankopon na agi Ghana.
Anka napo ye mo vice president.
Obia papa panimu a otufun obie na no afun energy minister ya wo crisis dumso oba ma yenhunu ma ye timetable
osemo nkwana na ma
no osemo nkwana mo pesa mo ye mo timetable mo nkwana mo koye mo.
But have you forgot to say na nado danko akufado abra okọ Kwame Sefa kan show so na ohini bi ye na adwene say ne e-blocks no omodo mo sabe kan also ade no no konkosi
okọ Kumase ayi Francisca constituency kwa abre ya omo demonstration o makwan yenye wantra wono man kase nditi di onye de omo pa mo kwato maba na
atukujo constituency e wo central region I say I promise wom mpuntunyuma manye o say ade internet so mba ye adwuma abro man to amatukujo. So there are a lot of cases into where crap there ni papa ye na no susu.
But sir, we are so irresponsible. Okay, so who de your friends are rare and answer with destiny.
Okay.
Esha obia or ye irresponsible in some one. No wonder say Ghana every sample.
And nothing I make us say. Yeah, share money crassing. Look, and answer for be pretty few. Family joining ho. Eti MP no me who da no de. Ana de no so akwese. Answer na be winning no. Unkura cries wunya in a region of 1 million cities and above. Otu da akutu yi. Osi 1 million cities and above. No menko fam free. Eso ebia nka mo adwene pa metimi de aboa. Eti yen hwe democracy and adia me kan na nama. Me siensi sudua. Me srem panyufo, me sre the electoral commission. It should be part of their demands. So constitution is say obi be ko parliament na he or she should be of sound minder. There should be a proof. So the pa ko na oba no na adwene ye correct. They should go for a psychiatric report. Na yehunu say Kwame Nyame na adwene ye correct. And look, abodan for budget parliament echo what dem fa ni agro abodan for budget parliament have because you imagine mu behavior be no minimum I say be for contempt ye twan will be annual partner but idea so ye to make sure say parliament and you nyam be gina bran no monye afi apenyo say speaker 832 am with the student or say speaker other than headmaster speaker say some way move students
next time I was so no crown was suspended.
He said no, he was in act.
Onuamuno.
And
next time, be misbehaving our parliament because we've had enough.
Oh no, Ghana
no, challenges, difficulties, baby. Oh, it is a lot of problems. And I was the next time or be misbehaving or parliament. I was your suspect.
I don't know so we said that Fiamapo. Yeah, the neck just for the optics. I didn't know, yeah. Because that Fiamapo no was center or no crampo pata.
Say kwa no be me anu ntina say
no crampo pata. And no basha that Fiamapo no kwaso bi ata obi na aso ne fugunu no se batakari. Ano bia na ye de na count because ya mfana nka ho Ghana fo be ka say ade na ma punish MPP fo nko a. Sabi send this fo nko ne di sa nyambran sem na punish this fo nko a. So me MPP fo nko a de punish MPP fo nko a. Because Ghana fo am overwhelming majority. Ghana fo nim say apanyo marking group ho onom to abetia om. You are in charge. 2/3 majority. And chakra or can't quit enough. Abeka Wana. Mete say Rab Robin Honum say I don't know, but
unconfirmed.
I unconfirmed. It's likely say a Blikumanov probably count. Most answer about 4 independent candidates, including but not limited to A+. Women in so many even the independent candidate cry, if you NDC form on Bufu independent Thomas Yawin. The Monty NDC form say. So we cannot afford to fail the people of Ghana. I'm telling you. And don't think it's a Nama Kaya make us better now 16 years in Tino. Also to fear and say better now 16 years. Look, in 2016, now John Dramani Mahama a CE blocks 123, 46 no way from scratch. In 2016, now under John Dramani Mahama, inflation rate age 15.4%, Akufa de 54%. In 2016, now exchange rates 4 cedis to $1. Akufa the time as far as 17 to $1. In 2016, John Dramani Mahama a lot of statutory funds. Na Ghana was got a stabilization fund. And umuna COVID-19 ban na Akufa the ko is get free. This is sinking fund. Na Kufa aboka egu sinking fund na John Mahama de ko tuaye. This is energy sector levy. And na de hwe nyinam ahoden. This is Ghana infrastructure fund to support the infrastructure sector. This is heritage fund. John Mahama hunu say Ghana gold no etimisa etiyam pefutuo bi na sadachi skani wa enchirema can fall on the heritage. Look, a lot of things that John Dramani Mahama ye ni nyina we need close to 1 million votes.
Na du twi ni mu 1 million votes.
Mame adentina 8 years later Mahama krona o lose by 1 million votes and we need close to 1 million votes.
More than
so the fact is
7 million votes.
So I said close to 1 million. So the part is we need the fact somewhere we need close to 1.7 or whatever million votes. And try somebody to transfer forever. Some more money basa. Because John Mahama no winning and will lose by 1 million votes. 88 years later, Otimi winning by 1.7 million votes there. Mama Mutrimo Yamudesa. 8 years to submit me about. See, you can also lose even more than that.
2016 MPP winning actually NDC 1 million votes any Parliament omunya 167
That's
votes.
right.
A drop it 2020.
Yeah.
Yes. And then from 167 seats, a drop it by 137.
137.
And look 137.
Yeah.
Almost NDC seat best 7.
What are you saying?
Buga Zabzugu, Esekado Kitan, the Chiman South, say we are sonom, and now so a year. Takwansu Yemuni and Dinina. Almost
Takwa Diana.
Mrekuduka
send this year winning.
Yes.
But
they follow almost kind of 5 times and Mrekuduka. So Obia 2016 no Otimi winning opponent by 1 million votes. And man sits a drop pay yaka best 100 and this best 106 as I say.
Okay.
Now on 167. Then 4 years later no now I drop 1 million votes no.
Yeah, I drop it.
Drop it class
and almost vote about 600,000 and a free so. Because NDC lose by 937,000 or so. It is a 600,000 free so there. It was whooping. And like you are saying, SM bar from 237 seats. It may make
NPP lose. Say after about 2 years, 2018 NPP lose.
Right.
Ghana for lose that interest.
Yeah, confidence needs to move.
Confidence no munya.
And it's also because of what they were doing. You can list a plethora of them.
No, 2017, 2018, Ugu Enuma,
Banks. One woman be Uswabegu.
Eti, I was a MD.
So, I'm raising the good heritage bank.
One more, and they say Aborosua.
I mean, how?
Nana, Mamifa was same. Oh, said James Ajani Mbuatin.
Okay.
And our President Mahama appointed as Managing Director, State Insurance Corporation.
Fantastic.
Last week in Okoho. This week on Timin Koho.
Okay.
Because the Okwako Sina name immediate past Managing Director, SIC Insurance Company Limited, Miss Hollister Dia Yentumi. Office ni Watum.
Watu office num.
Watum. You define the picture about your mami. Watu office nim.
Like omo friend no mo keys no.
And the office no on say omo offices no. And yet normal keys say we betimi.
Yeah.
Say card no ni bibia so de ba. Ni e magu ho. Wa lock office no. E the keys no.
But so lock in the phone number. So they should get it.
Last week we call ho. Opesu around office one mo a. Omo kire say na access odi be remu no anyho
okay
enti no ma wo some days na Monday wo mra Monday na duru wantimi akoma ka chen se won twe kakra Tuesday na duru ene Wednesday Managing Director SIC
but why is the former boss holding public property key for the public enye ne dia eti mi hu na meche no because by I have the rights of citizen arrest so be bia o hold public property a enye ne kwan so meche no eti ba bia maame no obi a should be careful everybody say
Hollister Dua Yentumi
maame fa yeki brain
na enye kini nkwan wodi ko
edi mbio
SIC for to VAT esi last year June ya
that's your budget
eno so wade ko
oh nyandia budget
na onim so say SIC no say wo be ye Managing Director we ya adwuma 4 years na say wo car ya de ma wo use no after 4 years no ultimi talk
with other government institutions it's been a convention
onie Hollister Dua Yentumi
but umpia ma
was also cry a lawyer Esquire
oh na say no ho so afio
young lady wo so cry ya say adwuma e kura no ko e wunya 2 years o V8 no mo to ni June ya.
E ma sem de ya me hunu ka.
V8 na ada me ka Hollister no ka so e be ma.
Me ka so e be ma ntina me ni abra me ka ma dwenti wo de ka wa de ma de ya mi.
Oni e ono oda so no.
Ne ho fe.
Wo wo honom as SIC boss. Na wo ya wo boss was bidding. SIC can offer tegu no. Because state institutions assets properties be bia wa say SIC na insure no. Can offer time make sure say ni nyina waje e de enterprise life
oh ba say ni nyina be sian ba back
James Ajani Mbuatin e wadwuma ye
oh James be twani nyina
wo kwa ho no na ye say wunya 1 year 6 months na
James be twani nyina
V8 ya
what are you talking about
e di kofi
James be twani nyina
e na wo ya de
James be twani nyina James be twani nyina yeah look bibia enterprise eje ye de be back to and enyom nko other government institutions must work and insure with the state insurer SIC finito Adentin your state insurance corporation. Na yenya aban bi honorable.
She has locked everything. Maria Adam. She has locked everything.
Me see me hu na meche no. I have a right of citizen. Me hu na meche no. Please bibi hono bi ayande.
Pado ya bua ne makati madwuma sorry.
Oh no. Yeah. When I operation recover loot proper. So we loot yen.
V8.
Yeah. Or the ba.
Tony June tier rubber. Esinifie
yeah
James Ajani Mbuatin akoye meeting wo ho kire wo mo say e wo say state institution bia no wo asset bia everything wo na insure na can offer attaje e dey akwa enterprise life wo mo listing famra new ones ekro mo pese ni nyina no wo de ye adwuma no wo mo listing ka ho famra o pe office akwa akoye adwuma watum e de ko V8 obetem de akwa ye adwuma a reform ya revive it sa SIC one mono so anu a ni nyina wo de ko
and me can be chere and I'm sure say empanyin for no minim de obi oba occupy office bia making sure say they will securitize the place I have had opportunity with some CEOs 1 2 3 and I realized that they felt so comfortable with the places they occupied. Personally, I have talked to some behind closed doors. I'll talk to the rest. They shouldn't feel comfortable because they say, you know, there are so many planted seeds of camera. So before Uber occupy office, you know, make sure, say, you get experts who can securitize the place for you. If it is fit for purpose, no. But for the woman, I think say she's me or your me massem no mean can be bring to the media on mama because obadi I mean your mama no your girlfriends yeah na for no enti massem de mean can be but mama baby I will be a Mr.
Na na Akufo-Addo abamu yetimi to V8 chief executive officer no one the year rentals.
Oh, asembe
oh na Akufo-Addo abamu oh
jai oh do to me ha when you kasem
Akufo-Addo abamu
V8 very the renter oh when you kasem sir
unim the akoso okrom ha ho
oh minim say na makoso ba say na say ha when you say Akufo-Addo afa V8 we be garage we say Akufo-Addo be garage
na garage dey say bebre no mu bie ya car renters ya o ma ye
oh trusting cars dey famo oh ocean cars no ete ya no makọ bie garage ocean cars no
madam yesrew adwuma wa SIC
o de baba
ye pa cho James Ajenim Buati wo ba adwuma ye president Mahama ba adwuma ye
ana Ajenim nani abreu
SIC can overreact collapses that sector no enti ehia se ni manim ya no be Kenya no no be ye adwuma ntem properties ya se wo mo land nyina malutu ya se land ya wo nim nyina malutu ma se ni nyina no
SIC wo
SIC ya so mo property state land ya SIC die nyina oh
amaton
waton ayi landing die nyina kra so wo ma twe for sale abobo ho.
Can you imagine?
Madam Fako na where you are back.
But is it not also possible say minim the law part of it sanka the new SIC boss betimi afre media the camera to so na sa de kode ne bo nya den a ono akra betimi ne botom sika na ye bu ani na ya fix camera
adenti na wasi ye bu ani
na mama no say
na adenti na in the first place e wasi ye bu ani
but she can't also hold us to ransom we ya pass ye
honorable Suleiman Adama MP for
na honorable kwai honorable ye adwuma o adwuma na honorable ye adwuma oh dey na honorable limit to radio e bia na jembe appoint on radio oh no honorable ye adwuma me ko abaso ya I mean
oh tuda
honorable mumu say mu ko ba bia na ye ba appointment wa hu ba me ka dey we nana the one mistake about appointments ne say so one farmer obia sebi onim grassroots 2028 obe pacha wache so kwaye appointment there biara because sebi obi bro one Ghana with all due respect because obi ekobro bi one Ghana and obi bro 2 cedi into any appointment now yes the person will occupy the office but people will come onim wom obi suo mu nya obe pam mu nyina enche na 4 years na drew na akopo pacha meanwhile what the bakuma papa we ya otuda akunim no amaja akunim no kwame kwachi nim no and crofo we ya sense will know him through us and that is how we build party consolidation. A word to a wise is an sin of vice president.
Okay, honorable Kwaba.
So honorable about
okay.
Oh, my meeting back. So honorable people have a meeting for them.
Yeah, sure.
No, honorable take over.
President John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah.
Takrade market circle.
Okay.
And wakoho.
Okay.
When you adwadifo na hia.
Oh. So enya nto abono. Yeah.
Or born to our home.
Yeah.
Not just say thank you, Ton. Okay.
Me go for them is unyai. You're feeling no. Oh, you're feeling
no. It's necessary.
John Muhammad, you're feeling no. John Jai. Ni can first hospitals my young queen. John Mama me dey say fire who. Yeah, you say one year Juma my.
Okay.
See John dey any problem.
And to finance minister nom and
Meda obia se na ene mohu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takrade a ene on the market circle on the takrade on the market circle enti yenim se say ejuma baby edru a aka eyade a oyo haw e mata kradifo nyina enti enne ye ba se ye ne ahemfo ne takradifo nyina be hia ne adam ase ene ade pa moye maaye abatu onim na ansa ne be kwa kodi say ejuma no na me se e o se me be hwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne nhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na edwuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takradefo enya homfa so enti yabehwe ni na o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe yene contractor for no any minister of finance betranse ni ahwe nhyehyɛ a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ na ɔbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi atoa adwuma no so enti sɛ nyame adom a ɛnkyɛ biara contractor no ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ ɔmbɛsan aba na ɔmo abɛtua adwuma no so na takrade for enya adwa no mfasoɔ meda obiara ase na ene muhu ye ha na yenkura no bone yenim se oka takrade a enye on market circle on takrade on market circle enti yenim se ejumi bebi edru a aka eyade a oyo haw ema takrade fo nyina enti enne yeba se yene ahemfo ne takrade fo nyina be hia ne adamwase ene adepa moye maaye abatu onim na ansa ne yebekwa kodi sa adwuma no na me se e wo se me behwe market circle na me ne contractor for no kasa ne nhwe kwan a yebetimi afa so na adwuma no atoado na yetimi awie na takradefo enya homfa so enti yabehwe ni na o ma kyerɛkyerɛ ye bibia mu enti yesa konkran Friday a ebe yene contractor for no any minister of finance betranse ni ahwe nhyehyɛ a yɛbɛyɛ sɛ na ɔbɛyɛ a yɛbɛtumi atoa adwuma no so enti sɛ nyame adom a ɛnkyɛ biara contractor no ɛne n'adwumayɛfoɔ ɔmbɛsan aba na ɔmo abɛtua adwuma no so na takrade for enya
thank you to ano Western Region takrade ɛna ɔne ɔmanfo adwadifo titiriw ahyia wama that assurance no
nti nana say mpanyimfo abai mpanyimfo say ntifu no mpagafo me sorry but ne ameka atwa to no say yenya John Dramani Mahama mugidi me krampo de na meka so be wadru ti month 70 and obenya 1 month because this is 7th of January and yet the social contract with Ghana for a year 120 days no kemia ko say he's almost finishing everything okasa obe constitute a committee for education reform why constitutional review why there are a lot of things that John Dramani Mahama Kaso within 14 days or see he will get his cabinet ministers ready why or see obey the ministerial appointment within a certain period why in fact near John Dramani Mahama kind in why near me person me catch Ghana for ne say yanko so enye ne mogidie John Dramani Mahama onim say all maybe so the only thing he want to leave for a legacy say or no so by at least the Link you of our time of the Roman Tunku of our time or the Kwame Nkrumah of his generation. It's John Dramani Mahama will deliver. I say lastly, more amunya appointment no. Mon come akoma to mu
o to enfa
no who ya me no you know why
why say bole bamboy for a demonstration
no by so necessary
but only so mo MP
me so me kro be demonstration I know dey for biaka say demonstration dia John Dramani Mahama no betra even because hey na me do me kwa benyan so ya adwuma yes so be demonstration yes no hold on and yes so ya MP so here minister So we have to tell everybody to calm down because there will be.
No,
I agree. So
calm down.
No, but so calm down. But Nana, we will cause a state of anarchy because of position. Wow, my position. Calm down.
Don't calm down.
No. Oh no, send you underground on Chase. But the point I am making is say, Obi dear Banopa, Obi dear Bavia. Obi okra odi ebe banajo
odi ebe ba no pa wa twen se obenya minister ya modin
1 month in yo
deputy
it's as if John Mahama has been in office for 2 years. John Mahama is less than 1 month and yet the things he's doing munya botre who say kra me do ko baby
only say uche minister na anya ya na say okoche chief executive officer
but we MP and no why because MP no ntimi ko chief executive officer but like I said an MP can be on 2 or 3 boards. It will be the same as a minister.
Okay.
Papa bye bye. Okay, MP no. Hello, what's your name? I don't have any question. Bye bye.
I was here for ya twasona Honorable Suleiman Adama Tan, Member of Parliament and Affairs Citizen Ato Dagsi, General Secretary GCPP. Madi Muhammad Jabre, Madi baby I will be a chen. Yeah, show a nim enti Madi Bomodiana Ebrahantem because if we Ablekumanov for say Wakwaya Deputy Director election, Omuhia, Omu questions be Omuhia answers. Edi free party and penny for a honum one. Na yenin komo kakra ansana ma babe hwe na there be mini ona ba mini dwa kakra mra why because that amount na ebu careful no a me hye danya alert ma me pesika kakra mra abuja for ye ton sase ya mansotwi bia hu na ye ba ye bebo awuram ad hoc committee wo mudwuma wo mu edi no ne ekono ye bebo na ye di resanse akoye animguase de ama parliament ene o man Ghana ye ton sase amansotwi bia ne hu e watasamanso residential area Kumase me so sa plot we kwana kwaje wo de wo pasase wo Kumase a omoden akoho e hode ensuo to enframa efa flood be ye day ento da asase ne da yi ankasa mansotwi bia ne hu document eye genu ne de ama wo nsase no so bo eda form enti estate developers any individuals ankwankwa bia mo pass asibiano yesra mo se ye wonsase watasamanso residential area Kumase bomode an kokwaje wo de ben headline educational complex Manzayo hospital honomon ye wo efipon kese ye atrese ye ton circle fedisco no do rise ha wo se 6 bedrooms e first floor no washrooms in suwo mu 0242770304 0242770304 and answer 0242770304 0242770304 o pasase wo Kumase nkwade a atasamanso residential area ona ye kanfo di amawo afei rush energy drink eno ne papa ne rush energy drink eno ene papa no enti se wo bi a wo sori na ahodi ni ho awia yi ko nyina ahode ni ahokani ho no mo a waye boho wo pe energy drink bi e be boost energy level ne de rush energy drink enwani no ma ahode woju meat pa na de boso na abon se tom na wo sin ena afen su no top choco chocolate spread na kama papa bi na wo de fa bread men nkora ne dia eboa papa sanso ena chocolate no wuje eje nkora no wo be titie di sa ya top choco 3-1 chocolate drink so no mo a eno koko wo mu kom sugar do hia no nso hye wo saka kra bi atim pampa no ache na wo ne abusua na nom 0243 033 Father Abraham Hebron Spiritual Hospital ewa Fanko Barrier so faster oil filling station wa o se men kan cho say yade bia edunya ewa brabom cancer type bia bi stroke diabetes sexual weakness kidney fibroid na ha wo prostate bema ulcer sickle cell BP no nyina atwere epilepsy typhoid ni HIV akosi agedema kote yade mi so yade bia ena omena segoita na chese fu ha bomodin afo ni che Father Abraham Hebron Spiritual Hospital be hwe kama afa wo pelak ewo wa brabomu a wadwuma mu adeton mu awalie mu bibia mu a wo ko Father Abraham ho be wo so pa hodo bia enso nya bi na wudi dware a Hey, a boy, papa, favor ni grace, a was so sad. Of Uncle Barriers of Fast Hour filling station for 0244 371695 0244 371695. Now says 0559 114122 0559 114122. Appointment at check. Uni lack. Kafada Abraham or Ate. What the house I open with appointment no. Eba. Honorable me sama wakwa baby na. Okay. Bibi aboko de. Sa parliament nso boko. Ede nyame ase. Citizen ato enso ewo fie ha wie. See you akwaba. Kwame way.
My friend check as in farmer. Na me farmer waiting for. Na minche honorable Michel Nache.
Pa.
Inti me mana fisher pa.
I think committee.
Na ya me assist there or de nkwa kan yan kwa ma dan wa yetim kom. Na ma merba na meeting kwa ma na no tumuzi. Na ma memfe na minka de you see sometimes you know adibi wo na yereka we only look at it from the situation that is happening. But when man care the yenya president be a watcher and the same man an inch. Mobo to my and to me and so on. Inti yenya botakaka because you see some of the actions that speaker take in. Saying ya speaker be anusubante than another. All opposition voices in the parliament will be suspended. And you know, it is important today. Mama ye use benchmark and another set amoman Ghana. Because me ban me te na miraho. That the only reason Ghanaians seem to be talking and saying the things we are saying today is because of a kind of leader we've so had. Ne actions are YNT. Wabe set a very bad benchmark and precedent for all of us. Yanshen ye ne di nanado nature. Ne benchmark nature. Ye bese o man kojo to. Inti yama YNT obi feel there. Some people are being timid. Ibi mu ayede musro bi mu because o nanado ne nko what the majority ya. Nka by now nyama oda ye no onye bi ni. But you see, that benchmark is not a good one. Or your benchmark was obo man or say your man. Or your benchmark was your money. Because even with 137, we realized the kind of things he was doing. If we want to heal as a country, you better a reset of the country. Why do we go to that benchmark? They be make the MPP in opposition raise the bar so high. What ban? Now was a ban about 2 from number from what the ban dagger. In fact, my family be what the one with the pro ban. Is that the bad? Is that the benchmark we want to follow? No. So we need a little bit of abuter. I the man, some of the MPs, they do idea what they from all the MP are soft. Na chairman or soft. Na chairman or them. Ya shouldn't you be prepare. And Miami or the man Ghana see everywhere we are fighting. And I'm a school dema waroku. If a ball waroku. See ya chapu dem. Any answer who video chapu dem. I saw him by the one team or soft preach.
Oh no, soft for the SCNE.
You understand?
Yeah.
And it has happened, and in our parliament, the same thing is happening. It looks like the little thing that happens. Since Ghana, we can't judge about things. Bibiani, we feel they already use of fisticuffs. Actually, I am for BI, parliament, do we want macho men? Is it no two cars and no cado Yanshin ya na de a cocaine dealers na cocaine dealers be a suben cry better than some of the subanya it is happening there. Some some of the things that are being done there or your gata suban. It's got nothing to do with ebia obi ni school awako anade yenyim ye mamefu bia na ye papafu bia one Wednesday school dem da, but they would never do this. Until I want to say wejimi ye school na papa jimi into on your school no polish obi oyentete
okay
into awofu awote ye rabri ye wo wasuzi ye na ye wasuzi there. Ye better see embe ye school for wa suzi there, what better team from ye obia wa suzi as a community ye na wa suzi there ye be hwe ye ma ye mo be ya general urban ye bo so anu na on co degenerate into something else.
Okay, honorable Mr. Mo akwaba biem
me je osimi ni aba
honorable parliament there say hoboko there
nyame adom hoboko hoboko
abuja for ma di aba Madi, Salam alaikum.
Empato inti inchiana. This is the team you know. Inchia properly. So not where the restarting.
Restarting no dia kan bibia.
Where dia kan bibia.
Akan bibia. Madi after election first time I'm no ehia ni.
First time in your show studio. What church you mean?
First time I share studio.
And what share body for?
Oh,
yes, yeah, of fear.
What are you defending them?
Because Miss Annan committee has said, what you share?
Yeah, of your class, not the neighbor.
Oh, okay.
But unfortunately, when we class in team.
Okay.
That time, and not constituency city be on one.
I must start
to declare what is son of one of 99%. Or better clarify, Mamma. But
the first time I share,
yes, if you have in honorable dear Coso, our parliament, sir, parliament appointment committee, ye vetting. Ya says, Niema, after ya suspended be speaker said, are rescinding decision. Ya take ad hoc committee, and nas investigating, sir, adiwi. Yeah, watching who said, Sabi, any wukakra. Emma parliament, Emma speaker. Any MPs nyina mo parliament ana mu nya sana mu hu no
me da simi aba em se ne din kan no meche watifo ene mi nuamu a me no mo share studio na ne yo se Ghana fo nyina hu ene especially NDC supporters ye hu ni se if parliament ene ninth parliament enye pe
okay
they are completely different na ye hu se ne na if parliament tie ye pinchen parliament na nyankopon nim ye ntia if parliament no NDC na ye opposition se MPP na ye opposition a enka bibia no ko so ma we mu na wohwe president Mahama da bia me ba ha meka me se oman num se ne aye no e kire leader na no di oman nanim no leader oye kekakawo oye war like ni bibia na the confrontation na no sector e wo manum nyina e confrontational o de president Mahama ni dimina na hwe the parliament that we are going to have and unti say you say the benchmark a ye de call 8th parliament no ye de be call 9th parliament a enye yi 9th parliament free asenche ye now see hu ade ye hu say enu MPP 4% ni si o 8th parliament no omo ye no 9th parliament but the circumstances are different, the numbers are different, leadership is different, everything about this parliament is different. Your numbers ankasa bitim there ni epebia. In fact, we have numbers to change a lot of things. But said the president Mama Kayano, the research agenda, when you know described aptly, research agenda no cannot just be just a name. Until and we cannot be repeating them the same thing. The mini micro minority our parliament no, they want to be heard, they want to be seen. Na Yura fed the deputy speaker. I don't know what try they be on a Twitter page. Also give a man a long group and he will hang himself. Sa gidi no mu ye ni nyina attention seeking. You see, they have not gone over the shock of the election loss. You used to have 169. One kasa wo de fashion senka won eto wa 169. And I tea and about 137. And I be drew 88. Yeah, ye teach chamber hono de. Ye one people for no kan ye ra ho amomo. They look completely lost. Enti ni omo ye no to show something to the public say they want to do opposition. If I were them, and come try I'm here for me government now when the government starts implementing a policy na ho kan eno na Ghana for be who say oh adwempa but ni omo ye idie provocation on person provoke NDC for no na ne na no esi wo appointment committee no esi you see worst things have happened in the chamber. We didn't allow ourselves ya mom come provoke ye. Can you imagine sending poor 88? Yeah, 188. Now 88 I catch say yeah ma business in Koso in the chamber. Until you better you distracted the whole business of the house. If it was the 8th parliament, say you ever some. They no money na dia akobanta na fe basa si chamber. Into almost start here no. Yeah more. But unfortunately for us, almost no appointment committee no. You see the nature of that room. It's so congested. Then you see what chamber, main chamber, and can you see and see? And can you be Ghana for who your moye? And unti, and ya dia efe. Now so a strategy you are fenyo marking. Any another pray a hackia they want to implement, which we will not allow them to implement. If you say, what do we want as majority? Niente ye wo ho ne say to help governing business in tie wo ho, and we are getting government business done. Me person your supporters no eti ase say the rest no mu hu no the optics. This is the first time na me nua em se me nua otu na eka. President Mama is less than 1 month in office. 42 ministers of state have been announced, have been vetted, have been confirmed, have been sworn in. And see that. Until we could decide, say, you be jai government business, no? We no only say any. We can deal with them 2 against 1. You bet me 24-hour economy or parliament, or we can still do it. 2 shifts. We can take them on and do it, but it won't get government business done. And until unfortunately, you see your appointment committee, no so. Speaker set up a committee among him. I'm saying the sitting of the committee, something else happened. Details of what happened until they have to suspend the sitting today. Me assure say every then you may know what really the issues are. So I want to assure our supporters.
But what can be said? The omo ye bia na intentional, deliberate. And so the last time crown I dey see wo chamber ho no na mo yes mo business ni dey enkoso. And yes on be ha mo. On be distract mo ho. Isiminia parliamentary democracy.
Parliamentary democracy no tolerance. And I also unya. Ya fa say be democracy nko ade. You see the biggest babia expressive democracy pa no the Chamber of Parliament. Let them have their say. Let them do the antics. Let's get our business done. In fact, this is a transition period. This is a period that appointment. This is a period that people will be disappointed, people will be appointed, people until all those things will come into play. But when we finish forming the government, if you check near Asia, Emre Bia sa pinchen ni bisi no. Na second deputy speaker of parliament on a tia kunyom. Say speaker ba bin tia kunyom mu a. Eya sa anyoma we enter and see. And because appointment committee no chair by the first deputy speaker no. On ebe move all the motions for approval no. Enti ono nkotra seat no so. When we finish forming the government, parliament is about opinions. You will get the opportunity to express your opinion, but you won't get the opportunity to say, "Me ma unya government business." Say now we see your chamber and then you see your appointment committee no so no. So for me, the direction speaker taking or suspending members of some 4 members of parliament was the thing in the right direction. They were complaining. The speaker have that authority. As we speak now, we don't have your committees in here ready. So committees are ready. The privileges and immunity committee will take up some of these matters, but we are in the process of fixing the committees, and the speaker have got that power to give the directives. Or reverse. Emma, yeah, accept say they should come back to the chamber. I disagree with some portions.
Okay.
If left to me alone, they should reduce. If it is the 2 weeks that we should reduce, it should reduce to some days, so that we can have discipline in the house. Because I don't say one of the issues are, apart from Pinchen, discipline on the part of members and an issue that should be dealt with. But me sure say a transition period, because, and unfortunately, the whips who are supposed to ensure discipline, were caught in the web of Nyoma and Corson. So I think that the 9th Parliament, I also remember the 9th Parliament, orientation. We are supposed to go for orientation to orientate every member of Parliament. Almost 3-day orientation for the new members. But when him say, and your mind, you see, and they decided to use him because you see, he loses nothing because only leverage bia into a move you so say omo de be ye person omo ye bia but me sure say you didn't fancy proper orientation pa na okoba. I mean, if you make those mistakes, the speaker will crack the whips. Because they say, and I'm saying, new era now, you change over a couple of things. So some of the things are not really going as expected. But me say, given the time, things will come to normal, and that 9th Parliament will be a better form. I'm to me, I execute a business because you see. Those agencies must reflect the leadership of the country. In the leadership of President Mama. And President Kufuor Nanya 188 ministers. I'm telling you, this country will not be like this. But that is what we want to reset. And they PCJ because institutions of state must work. The workings in parliament, say, the opposition, they might not, no matter how micro and mini they are, they must have a say. So that we can also get our business done. And I think say, that's where what I would say initially about.
Okay. Madi, Encrofo were chile who say 188. Oh, I was 188.
Yes.
Yeah, Munyan or parliament, no more yan qua. Yanko Pond and Mamma, Sanya Beya, Mube you soon ye. Never make impact na Ghana for whom. But I said, Adiane Shassiano, and go for whom say, and 188 in Ukrano. Almost and shed that and make impact be because I've heard your market say crowd whether they are micro, mini, or whatever, they are mighty minority group. Muslimu is so-called majority, but omutimichi famoso.
Mariama, what mean for when you viewers and listeners? Now,
viewers, I'm CTV.
Yes. Okay, viewers, I was CTV.
Any Facebook.
Any Facebook. Now,
any listeners on what Accra 105.
Mensantia, me colleagues, citizens there, where me driver of late. Of late, me buy around on driving me.
Hey, Oba, I'm levels as a
like beside on car, me use so. That's the level of microphone. The car na me use. Me the Uber bar. Me the Uber bar.
To lawyer can say
me the Uber bar. No, I can say be the my main driver. Me need to share.
You,
there is a fact say there were 187, 188 in Parliament. So expectations are higher. So expectation way any only Parliament. It's across. That expectation crapo over party no crapa amount for position more pay or party no mono expectation no you can't imagine. In fact, the most of the CVs are benya bia no be sa me see you. Me see you. All the CVs are on sa obi bank say the CEO na me pay o. Obi sa so a wo hwe CEO so ne kwapa o mu na say e be ma obi akrapa say and ever krapa na you know say enso bia. So expectation no higher. However, early days yet for us to be able to even allow people to understand that opportunity. Now people have not understood the opportunity, no. Enti the achieve. However, when you sit back now, send nyama opese obeye no ekoswa, then you will know say you are achieving with the numbers. Remember, for far Parliament say endorsements, say approval. It's a minority and to stop baby. Kasa nkwa na omuka. Say vetting now. You will have questions. Even though offer the friends say Mrano senior listener, I was say ranking no kasa be say minority leader one kasa be, but kasa be no enye kasa hu keke. What you see. So for me, I see I've your mic in crowd for are only making space, looking for space to please their party for, because we are aware when Avenue Mike or could to a party or say how many leader of the party, so I want to please them. So make kasa I concerts no, but at the end of the day, what do we want to achieve? Yeah, per se, approve ministers to go through. You are getting it. Again, when you are in government, you are more of a defensive than offensive. In fact, in even in communication in government, in doing everything in government, it's different style altogether. How you communicate when you're opposition, and when you are in government, because especially when information seem to be available for you, and so I agree with people who believe say nanka use numbers na engagement, but I believe say we are on course on the numbers engagement, because whatever is happening BB new always say because of way into. Yes, they have shown their color say omunya kwenya, they will not work out, they will keep standing. I believe say you got to a point when we need to push what we want to push, and they stand, we'll make sure they will sit. You make sure say who say almost 30, you say you are busy in your time, and omunya almost at my campaign, national chairman, general secretary, an organizer, a campaign for the next elections into a parliament, I'm going to parliament. See, when general secretary or national chairman sitting in parliament, what he wanted, he got it. When one buy a number patch or crap, I've never gone patch. There be a time or no. Never chamber now on or see way and I say more. They did it and got it. So yes, it's early days yet, but I can't see say they will prevent any of the policies say approve say they can't stop it. Again, offer a parliament the minister say ya approve now. The MPP they themselves admit say said nanka way leaders when omunya ya Ghana would have been this way. So be so many now say mushia ministers no send the competence in the almost say way they superb. And this is more dear no mobile to me say obi abisa say how do you a friend say a friend say coach I say fish pond no crap no three subsectors but is fish pond we are in the this you see the level. And where I think we have to start counting for John Dramani Mahama. Also, John I promise say one, me government am the ban ebeye use one. Also, so far am I point or more apart from 1 or 2. Obi try 60.
Okay.
Hey, let's watch. After CEO still there, so who 60 These are youth. They have future ahead of them, so they want to see a country on my or China or new world crap on you will point good hands on them. And then the MPP be omudi say a last minute obituary awaiting for ministers and the Ghana could do baby I could say So yes, we admit say people are expecting to see say nanka for 1 day so and you approve all of those people. You can use 1 hour say me, but when you got the opportunity, at least they've seen it. 9 ministers approved we went to parliament. We don't know where said and Kayam Penny, Eddie Nimdia, Eddie Chair say, a crime never fat. I don't know the day we approve. Almost say, Oma Horomonsa. And I want to see him, my avenue, to wash his hand from a friend say, the city corporation. Say, Horn, our chairman of the board. I want you to watch his hand when they come to meet us and some back in the future. We will go to that point too. Where they don't know we are now account, they have to be make noise. Yes, I know. Because they don't have leadership. Because the majority of parliamentarians never MPP fan on which chairman won't to me. So do you think that they will get something? And this is the only party in the first way time majority more 3 seats per and the majority of our constituency leader. Yeah, that. Region our bar or any 3 seats per 4 seats per no money leader. When you have majority of your party, when you want to whip well, no, but I'm there when you are when so let them start, let them make the noise. It's about making the space. But I can assure Ghanaians, the party, say yes, expectation or higher, but we'll manage it. Because I feel if we start to say we also have to now educate party for yes, you are seeing it this way. How does he watch? Because that's in the man we have to do. And not say oh that be people will happen. No, this time around it's going to be a different ball game altogether. So I agree, but we will do something special. We banana meet him. Mo boy who say you juma pa oh mo boy who say you juma pa but the no crap for the lusu 2016.
Yeah.
But do you know style now John Mahama a year in 2016. If I will some people criticize his style, but that style gave us one vote this time around.
Okay.
That style we didn't understand him well. Internal crap we're fighting the system.
Okay.
Only say John Mahama became president when Professor Moss the first time. So policy directions now on the bar, even this is a policy of NDC, but still not quite different. So we didn't ask Krapo, we couldn't even understand him to even defend John Mahama. Today I am happy. It took the whole media, the social media, how we even sold the idea of say reduce had defended.
Oh, yeah.
Now just look at the trend. Previously we would think that because Haji but today everybody is talking about 10 reduce within 1 month. John Mahama kasi me promise to say me reduce Haji fair. More Muslim ba omia ono oji saska we na ba omia di here ni 1-200 day connections o. But John Mahama you say they be Muslim to me brother have reduced the money up to almost 62,000. Almost 13,000 in a year free so no. 13,000. Nanka by now MPP na was one nanka beko 85,000.
Kombetum.
Now enye no kwonu say enye sika no ya tisukra. Olu say MPP was on a brony bay any start trumi idea nti. We were not getting more quota in Haji. No ko unse Haji no. Every year be akwa. Who perform year. Omo more quota.
Okay.
So the this one money be a na atiso.
Atiso aba. Okay.
Yenye start here na John Mahama my 5,000.
Hey.
Yenye start here. But the kind of confidence say papa we are present there. Say na was starting the way he's starting engaging. We believe he said a man for Beba Haji no crap life from the Beba no.
Yeah, become a delegation.
Yes, I call on into amount quota 5,000. It means this is a fair ceiling. The Timmy Bombardier, which is the next year, no more people from Ghana will go to Haji, and this is leadership way and a account. That is why I want to see Nuama Sheikh Nuama. Tam na walk and a Muslims are both. One who say Islam Lanka say. A bad leadership of say no the obotimi and papa and that is the person we want. And I believe that today if you are man kwanya pa ask for like 10 times say John Mahama sana he's the right person but number kono na way kana nani na way wagadreg nti waba na waba mfana we ntina we ka say way religious prostitute afenyo make NTS no people who free how call her say religious prostitute so yes numbers we will use it well. I am clear in my mind. Say we'll use it well. It's just by time we'll start engaging. Today, if I apply for MMDC, I have been in the party for some time, for now, from 2008 till date. First, now get win elections almost a constituency executive. I was outside. My banker, university be. Be a school no be. 1 year juma work constituency no be. Yes, this is what we do. We will hire Uncle Fanembra. We will hire Uncle Fanembra. But you see, the NDC himself now have moved from that situation now. Within the party, no, a man for in fact, from polling station up to this level. You go to your home branch, your banker, managing banker, where your branch chairman. That's where the party has got into. This is the first time I can say. This is the first time we say women organizers are vying for MMDCs in the party. Women organizers, so in fact, we have got a women organizers as regional ministers. NDC have moved from what we know it about before. First, by this time, now school feeding. So the party have changed. So expectations, and it is by time. We mentioned about a transition. I feel like we say, what kind of NDC need by power? NDC mainly free be by, and those are the things that will happen. So, and let me say, MP, diplomacy in the budget tomorrow, but they do be a more radical, because we will not allow bread. Then we will allow somebody to waste their time.
Radical.
Oh, be radical. Oh, I can't. Democracy, no, I can't democracy. Then Chile say will be say we only say now we that be
but position I want to take, say much say be face one.
Who succeed? See, let me tell you. See, I don't know. Say 187. I'm 88. Oh, your base 80, no, yes, 87, not your mom. Now solves our problem. Then we'll use the handle to deal the work of the parliament too. We'll handle those things. We'll handle it. But I want to plead. I want to see, we like democracy, the rule of law. When we start calling them to come and answer things with the law, they shouldn't say they view among parliament. They be the in fact, we know the advice they gave our Atufose. Say, we'll get to that point too. We are not threatening anybody.
Okay.
We are not threatening anybody. But I believe you say if they behave well, but maybe you know, say.
Okay.
I say during the vetting of the Minister of Defense.
Doctor Omanibuama.
Na afanyama here say, what they say me chumo say me the protocol bar men deny me. As soon as he said, we were expecting him to say this. Only say about winning by elections are. I dare boy afanyama ki winning election be a soldier for.
Okay.
Yes, on record. And his anger on money, he knows that I don't know. Nti adia o ye bia no oju say we lose 2028 o afenyo Michael, and it will only take the NDC to lose 2028 election in parliament because so that for this time around we will not operate in I'm telling you. So therefore now we use so do registration as
on record. Yeah. This last election I'm on record to have called the police center to complain because you know man there if we see anything we should so the police lines now with the man. I personally called the coordinator ACP Yamwa. I called her there. Winneba, there is soldiers driving around and I don't understand why. What kind they will be the last resort. That then has happened, but there were soldiers driving around. In fact, even assembly elections in Winneba, there are military men who are there. They are camped for action.
When you say so we'll handle all those things, but I can sure say looking at the ministers what are 42 say I'm 42 no as I tell the deputies na be kan wa
deputies have
almost 40 so we'll get to that point, but beyond that we are doing other things to add up to it.
Okay. Honorable Metuasona, Enra, Afeno Markins, Kasan BBC or Parliament.
Yeah, sure.
Eugene, me pesa me say repeat video no. The okan say daughter of Medrano, say video no bomma me because ebepim Enra bepim ne no. Yenti bibian free Parliament, the mehu say majority leader.
Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the papa kunipa? Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the papa kunipa? Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the papa kunipa? Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the papa kunipa? Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence. What's the papa kunipa?
Yeah, Tiani say, send ye microphones no tier no. And send a must confiscate parliament. No, and I move be in hot way. Even though Emra Zanato e Casano. Na ye ho, na me wo ho. Na me mene Teresa Lady and Lady na okasa wie no. Or ma the first comment a statement no. I'm tell Lady in China. They listen to all of them. But Emra no sa particular statement no. Even Zaneto, unse Zanato de ben. And him leadership no. Into obey MPP for no change ya e work chireka krampum. Onumpo wante. The way Oma consider Mike no. Senya recordings are every social media buyer. Na yenim. But ye who say obi make state a noise. Emma afenyo marking. Etwa nani eye nensa sei. And initial stage amete ye no. The first time who know social media no. No ma attribute to say afenyo marking e kan. And I'm saying no afenyo marking ankasa. But me hear video no we na me hu say nipa na okasa e no ewo at least ne back and on the left hand side of him because we make you two statements. Avenue Mike minimum some okan no but he was signaling him to stop and osan can so say no correct say evidence that ho. When we say I spoke about discipline, I mean there are some things that you don't do in parliament. And no you one thing is see and two ni see or Sam George hono. And then I say this whole parliament have not gone through the orientation platform. You see, backbench. Sometimes we make fun, sometimes we make noise. It's all part of the job. But the direction, nipa no kasa hanrano or make no, it is the lowest ebb in our political life. Look, we don't want to go the way a MPP kono. But look, nobody in this country can compare JB Dankwa to President Rawlings. Nobody in this country. They are from two different eras. But you see, we have so many things about Omo di party from UGCC, ABC, CPP, ABC, NDC, and MPP. People have so many things that they want to say. But especially on the floor of Parliament. I'm sure say nipa no can say no. Parliament should be able to feed that person out. It is ridiculous. It is, I mean, the lowest ever parliament beat me uncle. And it's a statement no. A former president of this country, Fourth Republic here Timua, Amano Quine, Amana be a member of parliament. Our Timono. Who is the founder of the Fourth Republic? President Rawlings. Ono ene baya wa stabilize ye democracy na ye timi ene nipa ba kwa wa comport no ho pa in parliament. In fact both MPP and NDC nyina say this person has comported herself in parliament Zanato untimi nyi Zanato mfiri saha nipa no ene ye de Zanato begina ha say ye you see what will happen because this is a woman of virtue. Why do you go back and go and say ne papa sabi Medra? And not just papa, President Rawlings,
daughter of Medra.
A daughter of a Medra. In fact, MPP have brought some rogues at the backbench. I call them rogues. Nyomo mo yen behind who are parliamentary. Look, somebody who yesterday, Emra, yen leader Kasano, they were putting the microphone on and off, and they can't take their own medicine. They cannot take their own. This lady, Oba first timer, or say somebody is rude. If you had rudely interrupted me, I mean, me the constituency, but we are not former minister for roads. Atiwa. I've forgotten that. That's also or a cousin of President Mama, also President Akufo-Addo. Very arrogantly told Yewura Bejira, say, Afeno Waba. Hey. Told you arrogantly interrupted me. I'm telling you. Yesterday she was putting her microphone on and off. But in the evening when Afenyo Makin was all said time, need to when he was talking, he spoke for like 20 minutes. He complained to the speaker, say, Omaso Regina so Omon Kasabium. Because he put the microphone on. He took the majority down and say, change your microphone and say change it and let's see. And the scene was an eyesore when I listened to the videos and audios a peer hono. You must be antenna chamber at that time. Me sure say me who social media so me started say me call back parliament mo proceedings na me tie Zanoto na dey no kan. And the lady was talking about cervical cancer. She was also a medical doctor. Yes. Me body na me tie. She gave good information and good education. Na dey no kan ya enti no. E ko fa asem we say bye. Good education, good information. I think all of us because that is the essence of parliament. Oh, so na me no can say eduru ba bia and say ye diplomacy nko. Parliament that you see that we are not all a diplomat. We have radicals in there. We have diplomats. Yes, radicals in there. We have diplomats in there. We have radicals in there. We have moderates in there. We have extremists in there. And Parliament is about shades of opinion, shades of how the country no tell no. And Enora Zaneto she's a medical doctor. Information or the man, a lot of members of parliament have never heard of it before because she's a medical doctor and to the expertise, to the benefit of parliament. When it comes to architecture, or more architects, will bring their expertise to parliament. That is how parliament is supposed to be. And to Onkambone, now a very rogue member of parliament at the back bench there decided yesterday they were like just 25-28 in the chamber. Decided to make this statement. And now they were 25. I counted them. When Sam George were approved by majority decision. And when they saw the numbers, and when he said we will use the numbers, when they saw the numbers, Afenyo Mike Ankasa started to say he felt intimidated because Yakofa numbers in the chamber. That is what these numbers will do in the 8th parliament. And for me, 9th parliament. And for me, that statement is very unfortunate. Okay. And I'm looking forward to parliament. But parliament also don't just act. Somebody must make a petition. Somebody must petition the speaker for the speaker to act. And I'm sure it will be done. Okay. Citizen. Ma menye won so de emfa the parliament ne the caucus so ne the isi.
No, parliament is a microcosm of how the society looks like. Inti say yara nkasa nkunku nkofa yawo manga ne mu if bia na no go pay parliament na moya ye when the you see I keep saying and I'll repeat it again. Honorable Alexander Kwamna Apenyo Makin oye man kasa me MP beta me visimpa okay inti oye me MP you see he is unfortunately being used. I know he's a smart guy, but when he wants a particular position, he will be told today he does not have a presidential character. And he should learn from Nani Yanku, Nishomucho, Honorable Kennedy Japan. You see, Honorable Apello Markin has been very dishonest. Nansembia Okaka on Sido. And I'm number one. Apello Markin Kade. Ono winning elections in 2016. 2017 one form of government, one fun. All elogize Randy Abe. No kade Randy Abe can one of our friend. Now what's sharing there? Also share godfathers in the party. Now such people over to one ball my day to many certain position. On another platform, okay, the Honorable Kennedy Japan or can akumatu ni yem or guiding when he wasn't given any position. Now say mo katina joya us woman appointment in person because of your business. It's no more in the yamfa. As some more kicking. In fact, even on the floor of parliament, why can't for there? Some of them will not get appointment. It happened to him. And they should know there, Abrabon, there is time for everything. Wumbre bosu. I can't find in there is in there. One more position there. Beji health, Beji interior, nice and pet because pay our business. Another dishonesty. Now the crow years so on boy in there. After what I know a motivational speaker of telling people there a one bosu encouraging all the backbenchers. Now he calls people you are a backbencher and you remain there. You never get position. Is that are you motivating the people? One of my way backbenchers in Ukraine there. At least today time to learn because and everybody will not be ready to entertain them again. So what we have one guy recently just now one cherry biaro. Then I'm a casempa won't say me and castle. Anything that you say, they will not even allow you to say it. And then today, you've not even seen even a pint of what you did. When the Honorable Affair Mike, all of a sudden he told the NDC is full of chaos. They like chaos. He's a true Democrat. He believes in rule of law and the courts. Aqua Parliament appointment committee that's a bibi coordinator answer in fan court. And that they own the what the table do. I wonder what to two microphone. I thought you said you believe in democracy. Is that how a true Democrat does things? Oh, one me. It was saboteur. I mean, it's too early. Nah, more prepare, war pre. In fact, if your parliament sits in now, even there, since I'm 51, it was an idea. What after when you know, into a corner, a illness at no semicircle. More than half of the semicircle has been taken over. Into what did I fear kakra? It's Mamuri Mubabre. What's up with her? No man or man on for the temple.
Madi, many questions be brew about city be especially Ablekuma North. The last time you said it be bright, they also on one casa. Afanekwa or Kwakokun. Ablekuma North. I could say. It's unfortunate I hear any candidate. Can say Fanuku. In fact, I hear those issues. What?
In fact, okay. I saw people in the Okankwe Central demonstration. Can say, parliamentary candidates now issues now. In the first place, court never a party now leading court issues. Okay. So it can't happen. Say court law party no is not involved. Again, court no so court. Ye the entire court. A share all parliamentary candidates. Etio Masem because about elections are parliamentary elections, it ends at the constituency level. It is all running elections say no. Mine as a national level is towards the national presidential elections. But we are here for parliamentary for so say how to resolve the issues, how to even collate your result on the ground. Until you collate result at the national level for parliamentary. No. You collate say presidential and now collating. So what you normally do is we only pick one and a winnie, so you pick the list in those areas for parliamentary. So it comes later and somehow to say issues whereby then you know how say so about all these areas now our issues now we are following on the issues party say 276 in Kapitan. We didn't go to election say where dear we are not winning, but we all fought for it. But dear any however our issues also no say Kankwe Central, Tema Central, Obuasi East, Ablukumanov, or Dominico Abidjan before then. Now issues not the beginning. Now at the issue of electoral commission, resolve issues, until time I ever do court. Now elections to ever do court, it is until there is a declaration. And son, I want to make an opportunity to go to court on the issues, no matter what the issue is. Necessarily, you end up there to be fighting over say issues. Into other cases, now no of issues, then you ask some kind of questions because when we say, time now all these ones our courts, not two, Dominico Abinya, any Ablekuma Central. Now I see a prayer for IPAC. If it says now. Says Omo invite here say Yambra name sure issues how to resolve that issue. And the issues was there this is only pink sheet in all those areas. But how do we resolve the issues? Inti Koka say Dominico Abinya there you were pink sheet now also. But about Dominico friends Ablekuma ye ni pink sheets because that is the information we pick from the constituency. Say ye nipping sheet. That is the information we are given. So when we went to the IPAC meeting, we confirmed that there be a nipping sheet. But as for Dominico Abinya, there were pink sheets. So we provided the soft copy, then added the duplicates. Now MPs who said that almost Ablukumanov, but a soft copy without duplicate. In fact, this is because are the most canny then for Mongo so now I believe
okay.
Yes, I ask these questions. Say no. Okay. Because me catch say by elections one say a person you be truthful, but people can be talking about this issue. Say how do you say Mascani are there? But me need original here Mascani.
Original what
so okay. Even beyond that, I say okay, I say, but you submit it.
Okay.
Naya access the one. So better be Juma. We take it from there. So, said Dominico Abinya Ablekumanov. And we were supposed to finish with Dominico Abinya. Yet now say issues in the at the time now we Dominico Abinya issues and Ablekumanov issue make court issues. So we're supposed to meet at IPAC to start on the issue of Ablekumanov. And the say although you start issues we now China court in say we are, they will come back and continue the process. We are waiting for that issue, court issue. Now you see, after some coalition of the result, without inviting the NDC as a national level. Because not invite me now, all political party. But I invited you. So now you can say they are trying doing something at the constituency level. But we saw MPP national executive there. Evans. Now, the reason for us that all they push to go to that area, I was clear in my mind said. Questions now can be some at IPAC or MPP form soft copy document, they can't answer. That's why they ran to go and push it on the people at the district level. But we were like, okay, because you have court so I for us to pay. And that's what they call court. So what I said, no. That's why we didn't follow. And we, as a party, national level, we still believe we were still talking about 62 pink sheets. Because minutes in which I say, and I'm not surprised. I'm going to call. I'm going to say I'm going to say Takashi no. I'm going to be a beer. They say I'm going to be a solution. to be a solution because they forced their way. He said, according to papers, in fact, the last time, no, they are doing a peace council. Say peace council in Frey. Number one, Paya, my NTS.
Hey.
Yes.
I'm going to peace council.
In fact, I'm afraid peace council. No one they were peace council. And I'm going to go Friday. Interquest, I'll come up, so prepare. Now they are emotional, not pump by. But and also, we couldn't meet.
It is all for police stations now. What me are collecting, and no more candidate in Lydiana.
Yeah, at the time on our issues, when information say we declare results, say our candidate was declared to win the elections. But these are issues I'm going to say because there are some 62 polling stations
outstanding.
They admitted say yes, that polling stations, it was outstanding at the time of this collation. So our issues, and it's okay. How do we conclude with these issues? Any of the my call IPAC no.
Okay.
IPAC friends on emergency. In fact, I'm afraid initial say IPAC meeting. But I could do on the say a friend say season 1 month will be because I'm no candidates anymore. But when you come to IPAC, a different thing altogether. Ideas and a share to resolve issue. So we all allow say obiabeti name America. As I said no. Even say pink sheet for Dominic Abinya soft copy plus hard copy no MPP diminya access no they couldn't provide this at IPAC.
Okay.
Oman team provide because we ask police stations no we yes the DNA in fact the idea buy no na the 3 soft copy no almost sending na pictures into 2 issue no almost the back be kan one enka. In fact, Evans be sorry I say I try to throw back no say enka and say they be a mistake. So but they were not able to provide this to us for us to access. But the same people no ultimately electoral commission say collect result now they say they have all the pink sheet even with the hard copy. Because I catch them some only hard copy at the minutes but now they have hard copy. But which we understand is say obi try BB because of a scan document AI what me BB amachino.
Okay.
That's why Evans any magmenu journey free IPAC issues now. Say someone the back they can beat us to it. So we still believe say we are not ended in the issues.
Because before swearing in 9th parliament in the start you who say Marco Court akwaje injunction ya nanka Ghana for hwe kwan say those MPs na ye de interlocutory injunction ato wo swearing in no enka omunye part but omunye oboasi is say Eastern region so kra no 1 or 2 constituency and then it be bright constituency no mni ade no omurura mu a wo munti no as omu hunu ni say once as say as am 188 ni mu ye okay with it
you are not okay you see let me
188
you see let me tell you something before who say okay that question there was an injunction on him you see so our time it was okay. Oh, at times if you are doing analysis, you should be at least fair in issues. Oh, that's a question in time not injunction one or so. But the argument is say you cannot. Not one or so. Maybe say we know bundu for now affecting it's him. You understand? So we have the opportunity to use a frequency. That's if you allow us to win the seat, it means a speaker in parliament. Okay. Say there's injunction, there are law court issues. Once there's a declaration, somebody must be in parliament. And the parliamentarian means stop.
Okay.
But that also doesn't end your case. Say, okay, so another person have won the case or not. You pursue the case and you can win. Because the precedents also. There were constituency in Accra in 2024, in 2004 elections, The case went up to within the 4 years in courts. After that, I say year and the year until yes, until I am so if that was 2 cases that time, a presidential and parliamentary. So on my neighbor check I say we can allow court case on parliamentary and presidential to run that length. Until anybody yes for Supreme Court, and then we say in timber form and about around 8 months. And the crap no answer the letter anymore. So procedures and you just say because of our parliament anyway. So that is another area. Party faithful say I think because of that we have allowed we are okay with the
where you want back
it's not only the voting in parliament that makes your parliamentary if you for parliamentary crap it helps you to manage the constituency.
Of course.
For party. So what parliamentary candidate be it helps you to even to handle a constituency because we have MP. It has some kind of opportunity above one constituency. So for party, not only the voting. Say you can voting because then they be no be parliament.
Of course.
So far, you start here and say about for eco meetings. It doesn't mean say, but yes, when there are issues that you want to push, you really know your numbers.
You bring your numbers.
Yes, we need the numbers. In fact, the NDC will never sleep over any number. First, we didn't go for elections. In fact, our target, I for this, not a secret. The target of NDC was not expecting 180. Yes, we got it, but we wanted more. 276 no penny now. Especially the way, especially the way Efenyama Kim is behaving in Parliament like this. We will not waste our time on that one. But I want to assure party members. In fact, I want to stage better where say if you do here in Ukraine, people are not seeing it. Say your problem be anti solve. In fact, people are saying German. We still, in fact,
because constituency for no, or no, so no, any just set to say, and someone do a G. Now, what me to another pray. Now, at the other
part of we know. Yes,
sir, it be bright constituency. As in Munya, so constituency was executive almost and my woman.
The other issues are I will not sit here and talk about it. You see, the other issues I will not sit here and talk about it, which is be part of our reforms going forward in running certain activities. I will not talk about it here. But I can tell you, sir, from election day to date, up to date, I've been always in the office, all because of such issues I here follow. One day because I may arrested.
Because of seats
because election I still ask me office and so we are still on we have not abandoned the parliamentary MPs and say and a candidate say because your numbers we are okay with that. We are
okay. Your friend is honorable. We are member of parliament. This teacher trainee, Asemiya Master Tia Mode Bay, 2016. Enyansunsan so wo so pa. Alawa any omu feedi betwem any ade no. Ehu se education minister efrase e ka ho nsem. Ebia MDC for bedwin say you starting in term a na say student loan no efrase say ye effective Ghana for rebefi and Ghana for begiatu enhamo especially MPs na enhamo.
Say en kan say ye twom.
Okay.
It's clear. We have even issued a statement. The education minister issued a statement. What we have done is President Mama at a committee. I ever heard the way forward for the whole education sector. And as our sector no, we'll have more terms of reference. One of them is to identify people who will be the stakeholders, the engagements that we will have on the whole education sector. Parents, students, administrators, GES, everybody are all say education. It involves tertiary, it involves basic, it involves middle level. Baby aka ho. Enti yentwen na yenya sa engagement no nwie. Enti I'm happy say quickly, and this is what my senior brother Kano has said. This NDC is a new NDC. Yen transima fake news. You see, the problem that NDC had was with the traditional media. The traditional media were stuck against us from 2016. But this time, the social media.
Okay.
The social media that you people, the traditional media cannot control. Because we actually phones is here, no information, no the koto, any of the social media platforms are viral. So now you cannot lie for the people. Quickly, the Minister for Education has come out with a statement say, "Wankasa, inti mama President Mama Kwan, just 1 month to. Then I'm so oh yeah baby, inti ya join say wabedi a long time, just 1 month. Inti the education committee now altino, you come out with the modalities. You have a dialogue. The essence of democracy is citizens' participation. And inti we are going to have a dialogue on the economy. We are going to have a dialogue on education. These are all promises that President Mama making here. And to me, person Ghana phone and say, government NC Genebia say, ye baby teacher training allowance. and nursing training allowance. What we are saying is we are forming a team to delve into the whole education sector. White paper, the recommendation of the Bebano, government will put a white paper on it, and a gun of who position Abaya Tiki. And no panic button, will be unpressed panic button. No. As far as we are concerned, we are continuing with the payment of the teachers and nursing training allowance.
On to say committee the recommendation, Beba.
Ghana for including the students, including parents, in be part of the committee.
Okay.
And the recommendation, Beba, but the way forward for the whole education sector. I am narrowed to just teacher training allowance. The whole education sector, and it includes all the sectors. I was saying,
okay.
We go say, you were one of these MPP communicator, Awal Mohammed.
Yeah.
On our time, sort of pray no acquires answer of issues. Okay, as a haji issue, we are committee two point by and Omuka, Omi interview Joy FM. I can say, a fair number tenacity, I should at say, bet me at cost no down or not. A while and a while, Mohammed, a queer video. Say, I catch them, say, me not in the friend, say, let me phone a cough, I want you to talk about this Haji issue. Say whether we have not reduced the cost of it. A process and as I said, we will deal with the issue. So we will deal with it. Jobama will leave a good legacy. We will not deceive Ghanaians. That is why we are engaging the people to come in to discuss those issues. But don't also forget to say, and that is also some people must be careful. And when we start acting, Mamon can say the elements of extension of MPP now institutions now, they want to still behave as if they are still in power. No, they should be careful. As those elements, they still want to behave. Say they are still in power, still doing MPP thing. So want to undermine our state government. Who deal with them? Because who be me last time I also saw it. Even some issues news they want to block everybody. Just they want to use their own media houses.
The whole Daily Graphic reported this lie.
So these issues,
they want to use their own.
Does I say Pierre so say or more than one? And but they are giving the opportunity
because we're finance minister. I press conference best 5 class media. Yebehu ana yehu no TV ni social media.
Mami as Matima say am come. Mami am onim. Onim
ye said that no blacklisted until old list na no mu. Ye blame ministers no because ye nim baby a free.
But we resolve it.
My issue is say they should learn say as so in some ways they are giving us the opportunity. Who say so Accra, who say Ghana friends yo Ghana Ghana part of Ghana. So if somebody be transferred to yo to go and work, you shouldn't blame anybody.
I citizen
me on record and then I'm started America. Them teacher training allowances, nurses training allowances on record. Minim the reason why Ghana we should still be doing this to ourselves. Nana mo bia him there. Sabi say ikosuya a technical area like a teacher or a nurse. The likelihood of getting a job after school is higher than obi okoye BSc okoye humanities, any humanity course, philosophy, any humanity course. So why they obi okoye humanity course bia keke no ono origin loan need job security or you're lower than obi or nursing. And since we are classifying all those as a tertiary institution, and especially when government is introducing the obetia school fees first semester are tertiary institutions and not just universities. Why should we still be having this debate on teacher training allowances and nursing training allowances? So whether the government decides to scrap it or not, I strongly believe that in Pempenda Yedun, the essence of putting that allowance in Nimbrechum. Because first, we'll be on the corner of Quaco Chazi. And not Quaco Nessie. in the obia ni man ko ko nurse and doctor okay teacher because on him there obotu wetu kwan. So why are we still giving them allowances and restricting them? Because once you are giving them allowances, they're a budget for into a day quota to whom
you can't admit all.
So why are we doing this to ourselves? You see, them highly political society na ya wana ipede to anamoni bia na yede be am into who opponents take advantage of the situation or very dangerous for us. Only thing abaye yentumi we. Because it will be if you come there, this thing should not be done. Who opponents kind of back. So we are never able to deal with this situation. Because Mikael Honorable Okuvandapoy, this man worked so hard to make Accra better and cleaner. What happened? Papaya Ochiokwe and Jeremy is away to Nigeria friend. Henry Kote Bafu free. Giddy now the party for crack catch and a me lose. Now only say a former mayor Yasma Woking, Okovandapoy. Sabre national organizer Yabwati Janami Adrum. Or say why I know me said the end day. Almost proud I know I hit him. Oh, I'm doing an interview. Yet was it your one walk over that way? I don't know me sapphire. Why it's your good? Why made you man? I dear my breath. So because of these things into my head, even when you know that I is the right thing. But I had an kaya kana. Free SHS. Everybody is careful. Because a kakana and can ye pet. It will be used as cancellation. You understand? You know, it's one mama. As you see, you see, the top level change has happened. Since I change, I can yam now ye change. Yet, me mufunusu answer you subaya. Amazing. Because you do pempendu bia or any yes na you may be why no we cannot do the same thing. International you see this money yankasano some people want the rot to still remain because one would do it's yama koye ya obi de be asa obi na no di bana bon when the systems in Ghana start working it's near man kede bia yen dama yen hu nyimu dama no one won't take advantage. Sometimes we need to go solidly behind our government to be able to take the initiative or more money in for the long term, because we seem to always use ad hoc measures to solve entrenched problems, and that one Juma, because we need to start thinking long term and planning well. We boss about 5 years, about 2 years. Na in them breezes and kofuko school 1 month no abefi. Mama kwai. How? And 2 months come awesome. This all of a sudden, chance fuwe to wakasa. Yada yamiase. Yada yamiase. There sisiano or mano. Some people now feel they can be talking. It's good.
The reset agenda has started.
It's good. So what I'm saying is that we should be strong enough to decide that you may be on Koye into my ancestor.
Okay. I remember my time so by me 1 minute na my mama did so 1 minute na sorry.
I'm say I believe say the reset agenda has started. I feel say I don't know. I don't see the wow Betty. Say President Mama say obetwa we mu or say obeye we mu and we are not rushing. And untia ye believe say amamuo no democracy no a citizens participation and not a local governance structure. And until we are getting people involved in the most difficult areas we want a consensus building approach. Say maybe a century census na my homegrown policy a team you navigate economic challenges and a no. Sa approach na any afase to be President Mama at committee a economy economic issues no so yate committee echo education so on yate another committee echo other sectors are critical sectors. We want a bipartisan, a consensus approach. Ghana for nyina ka ho. Megidi say the policy eba na nipa nyina will buy in. No matter how difficult the policy is, you say we are doing it. Finally, when you say President Mama Bawabai, the only opportunity Ghana wo now for a brighter future President Mama, because ono na se siano obedi 4 years. The hard bullets, I was on a bite the hard bullet no. And this will be better make reforms our education mu, reforms our health sector mu, our economy mu. It is him. And for me, let them do the talking and the politicking. But the most important decision, I am sure, say he will reset Ghana. And I can say reset Ghana now. We are not coming to do the business as usual. Some of the decisions may be difficult. He will take them. Some of them are very routine decisions. He will continue to take them. But me are very assured and confident say with him in the helm of affairs, he will change the narratives my way.
Okay, but that's Madi.
Say the promises that we made.
Madi, my appointment in my.
Oh, Matuasi. But let me.
Only one cast of appointment.
Let me read.
Madi, my appointment in my.
Let me read the message now. Send mama. What I said next this year. Matuasi.
Many would come over here.
Again, yeah, this Haji issue. Only me say Nanaldo Bawumia Abromudi Ghana. Haji, a institution be a young dikao because it's individuals and a sika.
Okay.
No one managing no, even though you have sown your profits because of engagement. Yeah, but as there over $5 million a car and now Bregu Haji board. $5 million.
How?
Yes. See, almost by say Ghana no.
Almost free.
Almost can no. Then they give assurance. Somebody say na so be out di Ramadan or more amudi or more every for say you can do anything. Oh, so I was not surprised when after elections now but we are called Maka say what didn't Yankuba born in Panti or Kopacha or Yankuba because this is the kind of things they did to this country. $5 million per na Baumia abedina wapa ma ye Ghana sika $5 million individuals 8 so where is the money?
The abaye say mo aban we
no they
aban ka
inti aban we juma but I don't say aban ka no. How do you want him to resolve? Who will call people to answer? I will call people to answer. Says he can a ban say who you soon say who you soon say we work on those ones. So that one they should prepare. They should prepare very well. In fact, that's why last time when I in the parliament, now my minister of sports, former minister of sports, also Kasabi or parliament, also bisa questions. Any power to meet the accreditation, because even you see crap see your crap on Tete Ghana na Motono. You see crap on a man, Moshe or Mugrapo, Tete Ghana. Accreditation, accreditation almost $4 million. This time around, we will not sit back to allow them to just say things because they are ready to do it. They are ready, but I am very happy to say, Marty say, one senior journalist be say, "Pa," and this is say, "Embra, on station."
Antimunya na monko.
Say, "Oh no, to about her." Yeah, uncle, say, "I know you lose elections." I will be surprised to see somebody going there, even though some of us go to NIT FM because then you need problem with NIT FM. But I will feel hurt to see say people now come when there's an opportunity to ask a patch out. They didn't beg us last year, but now when we say that opportunity, you know, when you enter me patch out, but no more. There will be the appointment in the back. But only a paper near 2. You're white and green. But only about half green, half white.
That's a woman. That's a fake. That's a woman. That's a fake. Because it's me a green white, sir. I was have one my yes in chain. Okay, madam, I see you may. I was for you try a hona. Yamra Sia, I met was a mom.
Starter, it's too far to dance.
Amen ni jia bebusiemu papa na bema ka give us P capsules and ni give us core capsules bomu nom dia na eni jia ni ahoden no wa brudo give us P capsules
Meme wadi ifiedu watwede kronkwan na efa
give us core capsules
apemfo abatan wo mo manufo ne nkwada wo ne ifiedu mienu nka ho e wo drugstore bia motofo nko give us herbal center teshi mobile and na teshi aduami phone numbers 0543 222 470 and 050 685135
FD Aje edwedie nkratoi ato
Banjo why go Massa St Andrews asembubu wayek machine biomo Afie we die eye buta
7As 6As and 5As no abruso
enti say wo beto forms e wo St Andrews SHS a the results ni bi na hwansa
Afie we ye the 999 candidates and a quatrain emu 997 and a qualify ye ko university
wow we die e buru adwen ene ntiase so
eno nti se wo school bia ko feli poto
e mane ha okra
for any tremo St Andrews SHS say St Andrews e bia kwanya ama omo ko form 3
enti ma wonye ha na be fa forms na tre wasi May June exams ni bi afie ebe
enti masa kwanya we mpa ho fisa me ho yanka na ka echi
enti fresisi a na je wo SHS 3 admission form
0244 696911
Ana 0207 891004 St Andrews SHS.
We are always
in the league.
Upgrades are nice, but stepping up is woohoo! Because when you upgrade with GoTV, we'll step you up to the next package. Upgrade today to get more than more with Step Up, where if you're on GoTV Plus and upgrade to GoTV Max, you'll get even more with GoTV Super. Get big value, get big entertainment, get stepped up to even more with GoTV. Upgrade today on the My GoTV app or visit GoTVAfrica.com. Terms and conditions apply. Offer ends 31 March 2025.
very interesting conversation here. And Nikaso Ajabram Papa Adaroma Jumada Yamio Obeyama Wadaroma Komo Ben and no my
and ye chere a drubia ayares apomudin ehwehwemu kakra minyafa kwadu nase edua no ne hene no oka ne hene na obi ka se enti na wo ho no okotwetwa kwadu ya ne ehefom
ni hini
ne aduane na ewo fom na nkasa no edua na se no eno na mpese enka ho asem nti obi hwe Facebook no kro obehu na ma pagya kakra
okay
na ye de kire
okay kwadu
ya asema
no say many boss na I am say koko
I'm ya koko
mankani oh ti kwadu hini ni
kwadu na sinhidi
we ne wono tie mu
me first time I mean who be
oh yes very good papa kwadu na sinhini esa ya de bebre
kan wasam kire
okay se mechia ne dika mechia watiefo na etie nyame nhiro bibia nsoso na kwadu asinhini no yo yare bi wo ho a ye nheda enigidie se ebi ye wa obetime nyankwa ye ogidie se sa yare ne ye wa doctor betima manage na wodi afirim ye ka se obi manage ade a chese ade no ntime nyankwa
ne mo okrokra
no wati so bewu busome a chese watime awu afe en no pese on kyerɛw yare bi ti se ye funu cancer anasa cancer bi e wo mogem na obebi bi a cancer obabu wo kra ye se cancer wo na wudie nim na cancer wo na sesa ompe
yana ya mo kan cervical
cancer no ompe kwadu ase no aduane na hyefom ni na ehia nso be woro ho yi no twetwa ompe yen ya champo ya cancer ne na me kire ne kwansa ompe yen champo ahaban a yen fa nya hwi a yembu no na ontete kakra so enguso na
Accra FM
obetimi de tanager aka ho ye frɛ flower haban bi ye frɛ se tanager
ne brof din is
eno de me ankasa manko school ntino ne o ana me ka che Dr. Sylvia ne betimi a kire bo so mo no mo ko school a o makɔ nimdie entity edro ne bu okra me ko fa ba na ohun bi da na ja ono aye ne hwehwem no de abake eti Dr. Sylvia o senka we won yo hwehwem ansa na
enka de ma me anka me kire nkrofo
oh yeah tanager no measure that dia ba good a champion de obi anim but tanager de ahaban bi a common shedan nye ahaban bi e ho odin bebre
but amanfo nim se sa
na we ne friend tanager no dia into obetimi de aka ho eno ye cancer na ewo onipadua mu no e na fasa ahaban ne count
the cancer ato nipadua
nipa kwan but just say kokuram no e na fa ka ho ne no a na eye osade e mfa hwenka ho osa obi a wo ye furukuro bi ade e mfa hwenka ho aje so obi ani de severe pa
say osa no a kwadu ni hini no a
eno nko an no fa ye
horo no atwitwa no anoa onum hu nsuo
na no pa ne anwumre
wow
be cancer de onom no 4 times cancer de na me kire ne de wo de haba ne ka ho a severe one onom no 4 times say aton no fumu kura nyankopon do obu ana no fo na de ne da no fom ni na
breast cancer
me say
obi ayaba ayedenden
that's right woman bi frikofodua e ba na me kire no ade ne na ne to the sense afa omia ade ne na ne na afa omia no fo a na sent say mrek no
omane o say kwajo apostle wow
yes
cancer
yes obi anyi ndi say etimi eko say ye wogidie say ye hye be ma roba ebetimi akwa eno so ye kokram ye wogidie say prostate timi ye mema ema ne kwa kokram ni nia cancer e kasa cancer ni nia cancer so that say no mo ebididi so cancer no ye wo ne nchechemu ahodo nan your first level second level third ndie na sa ginsam na so obi antimi nya ho hwe ye twen se obewu ne afaw na won a mo de first second de wo de ade american emritie bi but one more de severe ne de one more no ne sade america ti say mema na mo si positive how no mesom say more de anom one bedu 1 week no I release but na person mo ti say ekuro into on to aso no bese na wotwe miensa
senya continue
na see into
woni ma de ya me wanwa I won Aja Abraham on say most of the people my your turn radio so check akra
yeah
the omon tell adekro
sir
oh we ya Abraham ba but when you are giving us a free consultation
eyen se me nia ne ka omuto medro hu nia obo akra free studio na
Accra FM I see.
Yes, wa be kire dro no so onje so bebre sida na na nyame so acha de bi so chamade obo otimi ba keke ba ma so be chamade keke
enti kwadu hini tenager ena de
e champion ahabanya na onfa noa no nom obi a wutie me bia ofo so obi wo cancer se wo ye mbema da eja we mu eda ojunso twa ne mu UTI no be bia etie bia on de onfa ngum na onye
nyame ojunso a be ka kra ka doc de no e bema na ojunso abohu se asa ochem anka junso de nyesa de ochem ni nyina nso e correcting kama onso ojunso ko ti pain ana ne bema mu hyehyere no nso esiesie no kama
sa afei obi o kidney stone your kidney yare na be stone eno so onwa eno mo fa hwe ntum ado de be kan ye wedi aba keke wedi aba kakra bi pe no de be guso mo fa no be break tuwa bi keke no de guso na wanoa ano kidney stone no sa kidney stone type no eno o de be kan na wanoa afobu ho an kokoboba mo je free ne to yesi koko ni ade so obi de edro we kana no a ohunu ni obeye
so with okokobo de we no kwa na abenua
obenua we no kwa obi akoko ne kokobo pie ana koko hano no ana se ni sisim eya ne yankasa nkasa o
tra se koko yi dog eya no mo maye yebra mo me kotwitwa enua bi no mo de ahya yesi efe bibia petese sa na ya ne nkrofo kana
ni na ewo ho ebi suso ano ebi nso tu ase ebi so an ebi tu ase but koko yare no pese ni panti ase say ye ka say syphilis ye wo koko ye wa ni na wo yafrum ne wo yade ne yekeka nia white ya ehu say ye fesi ase bon ebi bibia fifiri ase ni na wo yafrum ne wo na sabio kakra bi na wa hunu wo wase
but interesting I think Nkrofo no problem kakra so Ofori Delali says Bobia look I like the doctor but Andrew say oh no or they Ofori nya adwene because how can I know Samuel prostrate until say any normal person be over how can the person know
na a prostrate only be ese so no ano e was so doctor anyintum and obi anu brofudru na
so which the person can go for
test
yes okay. When I've been diagnosed say oh prostrate
on American ya on mo tesa yade nim na afeso so no onum bibiduro ana brofudru a adura mechire enom nka ho obenum wadura nom wie na wo wie na abeno medie na no wano open so ano medie no wie na we no enso so ade ano obi o tie me bia 13 years ni adura me de ba fidie so bia anya adura eso so yare ano adura